proclamation had a hidden rule. Only freedom in the South, not the border states. A political move, not love, it was fueled by hate. A wartime tactic, not a moral stance. So when we celebrate that day, we miss the glance of how capital still shaped our fate, reshaped the land, freedom on paper, but still chained by a master's hand. 𝗔𝗯𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘁 came late, Juneteenth delayed. Years in the dark while the North looked away. They knew, but silence was louder than a slave scream. So we celebrate the late news, not the dream.
Chains never vanish, they just change names. Paper said free, but they rigged the game. 13 said no slaves, let you do time. Prisons blew up, new slaves by design. Power was given, then swiftly revoked. They built us a castle, then watched it erode. Still we rise, but the cost unseen. This ain't just history, this is all bloodstream.
Reconstruction promised 40 acres, hope renewed. Freedmen's Bureau tried, but got overruled. Hiram in the Senate, black faces in law. For a moment we saw it, then they changed the draw. Pulled troops out the South, said handle your own. Left us in the hands of lynch mobs and Jim Crow's throne. White rage organized, burned it all to dust. From Wilmington to Tulsa, fire became trust. Economic sabotage, bombs dropped in silence. They fed them with the black violence. Bred compliance, told us to pull up boots with laces they stole. Then blamed us for poverty is cold.
Chains never vanish, they just change names. Paper said free, but they rigged the game. 13 said no slaves, let you do time. Prisons blew up, new slaves by design. Power was given, then swiftly revoked. They built us a castle, then watched it erode. Still we rise, but the cost unseen. This ain't just history, this is our bloodstream.
Mass incarceration, the new plantation field. Private profits rise while our fate gets sealed. Billions made on caged men who barely eat. Meanwhile, hedge funds dance on Wall Street. Black codes reborn and stop and frisk.
Now come up in here, hit that like button, let's get the likes up. We about to get started.
Then Clinton through the key, Obama spoke hope, but didn't set us free. Reconstruction 2.0, nah, still a game. They switched the mask, but the rules remain. But we the true speakers, children of fire. Our past ain't shame, it's a voice that inspires.
Chains never vanish, they just change names. Paper said free, but they rigged the game. 13 said no slaves, let you do time. Prisons blew up,
Slaves by design.
power was given, then swiftly revoked. They built us a castle,
And
then
watched us erode, still we rise.
but the cost unseen. This ain't just history,
This is our bloodstream.
We the sons of the stolen. Still we write history.
Alright, we about to get started, y'all.
Still we ride.
What's going on, man? It's another Sunday. Welcome to the Too Much Moxie podcast. I am your humble host, Too Much. And we about to talk about it, man. We about to get into it. We are about to get into it, family. Lots been going on, man, especially with the African Union thing. The African boycott is coming up, where we are boycotting African businesses and restaurants and things like that. I'm hearing because we are choosing not to frequent their businesses until they get some act right. I'm hearing they're talking about not giving us medical care, right? Supposedly African doctors are supposed to be denying health care to foundational black Americans. I don't know. We're gonna see how that work out. I don't think anybody's gonna put their medical license in jeopardy because black people are choosing not to frequent their businesses. I don't think they want to do that. A lot of these tethers, see, they're running a strategy like they're in their homeland. Maybe that stuff work over there in your homeland, but it don't really apply here in North America, here in the United States. So good luck to all those who want to declare WAR on us. Good luck. Y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. That's all I want to tell you. You don't know who you dealing with. Okay? It just is what it is. It is what it is. Listen, I'm going to spend my dollars with my people first. But I'm gonna spend my dollars wherever the hell I want to. And if I choose not to frequent your places, there must be a reason. There must be a reason. You know, see what you don't understand is black people, foundational black Americans. Hold on real quick. Babe. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Put your earphones on, please. Foundational black Americans, we don't just do stuff for no reason. We don't throw stones first. That's what you got to understand about our culture, our lineage. We don't fire shots first. We respond. So for us to boycott you, for us to do something like that, you must have thrown shots at us. You got to understand, that's what it is. So we're always going to have the moral high ground over mostly everybody we deal with, because when we fire shots, you can't act like you didn't deserve it. You can't, if you want to play that game, go right ahead. We'll see how that worked for you. We're going to see how that worked for you. If you want to play that game, that you didn't do nothing, that you're innocent, that you're the victim, go right ahead. We're going to see how that works out for you. The only time we roast you, we don't just roast you for no reason. We roast you because you did something slick, right? You done something. We are known for responding to all types of anti-blackness. We are known for giving a response. If anything, we're not known for bullying. We don't bully. Foundational Black Americans, we don't bully people. That's not us. That's not what we do. But we respond to the bully. That's what we do. Now let's get into some news, family. I want y'all to understand what's going on. Do y'all know what's going on with Spike Lee? Do y'all know what's going on with Spike Lee and his wife Tanya Lewis? Do y'all know what's going on with Spike Lee and his wife Tanya Lewis? Do y'all know what's going on in the country of Benin? The country of Benin, family, the country of Benin has made Spike Lee and his wife thematic. Have you ever heard the term thematic ambassador? What is a thematic ambassador? What the hell is a thematic ambassador? Okay. Headline: Benin has appointed filmmaker Spike Lee and his wife Tanya Lewis Lee. Not just Spike Lee, him and his wife as thematic ambassadors to the African Americans in the U.S. So what the hell does that mean? Thematic ambassadors to African Americans in the U.S. Well, first of all, I just want to say, thank God I'm not an African American. I'm a foundational Black American. So, can't be for me, because me and Spike Lee didn't have no conversation about no thematic ambassador. He didn't address any foundational Black American saying, I'm going over to the country of Benin and I'm going to be your thematic ambassador. Y'all Google this, family. This is going on right now. Officially announced July 24th and 25th. He is the thematic ambassador. Do y'all know what that means? Do y'all know what a thematic ambassador is? Benin is launching an Afro-descendant citizenship program, allowing descendants of enslaved Africans worldwide to apply for Beninese nationality. Okay? They have been approved to receive approval after visitation in 2024. So this is going on, man. Benin is trying to do another Ghana. Return back to Africa, back to Africa. They're trying to do that whole thing again. And how did it work out in Ghana? How did that work out in Ghana? How did that work out? Now Benin has labeled Spike Lee and his wife Tanya. Spike Lee and his wife Tanya as thematic ambassadors. If this ain't manipulation, if this ain't some manipulation, if it ain't mutual, family, it's manipulation. Don't let nobody Africa-splain you out of your inheritance. Don't let nobody Africa-splain you out of your inheritance, family. They are really trying to make a push to get us to be African all of a sudden. This is Africa-splain. This is what this is. This is Africa-splain. They trying to Africa. You African. And now the country of Benin is trying to give you citizenship. Trying to give you citizenship, family. They trying to talk you out. Listen, the AU came with the 6th region. You're now part of the 6th region. And they pushing extra hard. Now they got our brother, our foundational black American brother, Spike Lee, wrapped up in this. Family, I want you to understand, this is why I don't trust celebrities. I want you to understand, this is why I don't follow celebrities. Snoop Dogg, remember Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg was posting Juneteenth with Africa on Juneteenth. This was Snoop Dogg post. Snoop Dogg. Remember Juneteenth and Sierra too? Yeah, they all had that post. Juneteenth with the big old continent of Africa in the middle of our Juneteenth, trying to crowbar us into something Africa, trying to make Juneteenth about Africans, not about foundational black Americans. This is why, family, I don't follow celebrities. I don't trust celebrities. Whenever they put a celebrity up there and they think that they're supposed to speak on my behalf and your behalf, family, I turn the channel. That's that BS. That's that con game. That's that money grab. They getting paid to say whatever they're supposed to say. They're actors. They're entertainers. I don't take them seriously, family. I really don't. Unless they Muhammad Ali, I don't take them seriously, family. Muhammad Ali is the only celebrity I know that stood on business for us. He's the only one that was willing to go to jail opposed to going to WAR for us. He's the only one that risked his career for us. If you ain't Muhammad Ali, I don't want to hear what you got to say, brother. Spike Lee, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that he's allowing himself to be used for Africa. Very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. What about Kyrie Irving? Did Kyrie Irving do the same thing? I didn't hear nothing about that. Y'all, somebody let me know. What about Kyrie Irving? Kyrie Irving still on business for us, as far as I know. Almost lost basketball. You know, just for showing a video. As far as I know, Kyrie Irving knows he's indigenous to the United States. As far as I know. You know, so I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know. You know, I don't know everything. But this whole Africa thing, family, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Let me break it down, man. Benin just named Spike Lee and his wife thematic ambassadors. They want to rent our trauma, sell us tickets to ancestral grief, and then flip the proceeds to their economy. not ours. That's pretty much what they want to do, family. They want to hijack our trauma. They want to crowbar themselves to our ancestors. They want to say that our ancestors are their ancestors, family. That's what they want to say. You ever hear these Africans, when we say our ancestors, they say, no, those are our ancestors. Remember that? Have y'all been to my live before, and have y'all seen and heard these Africans tell us that our ancestors are really their ancestors? Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, family. I done had them up here many, many times. Remember when I first started this live? When I first went on this rant, many of them came up here and told us they want to be just like the colonizer. They're learning from the colonizer. They want to take resources out of our country because their country is doing bad. Remember, they came up and told us that, family. That's what they told us. They told us that we're silly. They told us that we don't have any culture. They told us that we're lost Africans, that we don't even know what country we come from. They tell us, you all need to do, they say y'all need to do y'all DNA, y'all Africans. Thank you. That's what they tell us, family. I'm about to eat a little bit, family, so y'all forgive me. I'm about to start smacking here in a minute. But that's what they tell us, family. Oh, we are the new Negroes. We are better. We work hard. We work better than you. They call us lazy, and they say they work hard. Family, let me tell you something, family. I was in Africa, and these people were trying to paint the house that I was living in. Family, when I tell you they did the worst job on planet Earth, I'm telling you, children could have done a better job. They didn't put no newspaper on the window and tape it up to protect the paint from getting on the window. They got paint all over the window, but they was working hard. They was working hard for that money. You understand what I'm saying? Doing a terrible job. Now, I'm not saying all Africans, but I'm saying the ones that painted my house, they did a terrible job. And they wasn't working hard at all. They took 3 weeks, family. 3 weeks to paint the house, family. I kid you not. I was yelling at my wife like, get these people up out of my house. They ruining my vacation. 3 weeks to paint my house, family. And they did a terrible job. It looked like 3 blind kids painted the house. It looked like somebody blind. The paint was running over. It looked raggedy. They needed a 3-week job, I guess. I guess they needed to get paid for 3 weeks, so they took 3 weeks. But Africans work hard. They're hard, man. They're hard-working people. They're hard-working people. Family, I could have hired some kids off the street in the U.S. and they would have done a more excellent job. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth, family. That's just the truth. Anybody that does, and I think it was like 6 of them. It was 6 of them, family. 6 people painted the house and did a terrible job. The window seals, oh Lord, don't let them touch your window seals. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let them touch your window seal. Don't let them paint that. You're gonna have paint all on the glass. So family, I'm just saying, man, we have to endure them. They don't have to endure us. Because we're not in their homeland. They're over here. We have to endure them. This ain't about Spike and Tanya. They legends. Listen, Spike Lee, they're legends in their own lane. Shout out to them. But they ain't elected leaders of the Black American lineage. Spike Lee is a legend. Spike Lee is a legend. but they are not elected leaders of the black lineage, black American lineage. This ain't the voice. They are not the voice of foundational black Americans. That's the problem. They're trying to be. And they're doing a bad job. The moment some African country approaches you for a thematic ambassador position, you turn that down. You say hell to the no, no, no. You're supposed to say no. You're not supposed to say, yep, we African. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Y'all get the likes up, man. I want to talk to the family about this. I want to talk to the family about this. Benin says this is part of a citizenship program, y'all, for descendants of the slave trade. They want to give citizenship to the slave trade. If this, I just got a question, family. If this is really about healing, where's the infrastructure for us here in the States? Where's the pipeline investment flowing from South Central in Detroit into Baltimore, into Atlanta, into Watts, into Oakland, into Youngstown, Ohio? Where is the infrastructure and where is the pipeline? If this is really about us, where are all the business connections that should be flowing over here into the black community? Where is it? Where is it? Don't worry about what name I have. My name is Too Much. That's what you need to know. You stay carrying your 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀 soup last name. I don't know. Y'all didn't have last names before the white man gave it to you. So what are you talking about? What last name do you have that's supposed to be better than mine? You didn't even have a last name, sir. Y'all didn't have last names until 1960. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? See, the Africans stay in my room because I'm standing on business, family. I'm standing on business. I gotta turn this air conditioner on. Jesus Christ. It's hot. It is hot. It is hot, family. And maybe this shirt is making me hotter. I don't know. I'm trying to eat healthier, family. People been hopping on me because of my weight, so I'm trying to do what I need to do. Excuse me. Matter of fact, I'm going to change this background real quick, family. Just give me a second. I'm going to change this background real quick. Real quick. There we go. We're going to change the background real quick. But listen up, family. I'll change it back in a minute. But listen up, family. This is what's going on. This trick bag diplomacy. This trick bag diplomacy. Instead, they send us with the sand in our shoes and beads around our necks. We don't get no real tangibles, family. We get scammed when we go over there. When they come over here, they can't say black Americans are scamming them. They can't say that. They can't say that, family. They can't say that we're scamming them. But when we go over there, we get scammed. But now, all of a sudden, the country of Benin is trying to open the doors and make thematic ambassadors. Thematic ambassadors, family. Thematic ambassadors, family. They want you to visit their slave ports. They want you to. They want you to stand where some of our ancestors stood and were sold. Not all of us. And then they want to buy a Return to Africa shirt. They want you to buy a Return to Africa shirt at the gift shop. Don't you see the hustle? They want you to go visit the slave ports, family, and relive the trauma. Oh, this is where your ancestors probably stood here and they were chained here, and this was the waiting area before they boarded the port, boarded the ships, and then they took them in chains and put them at the bottom of the ship. They want to take you on that tour. And then they want to tell you, but you're our brother. You're our long lost brother. You're our brothers and sisters, and we need you back here in Africa to help build Africa. Africa has so much work. We need work. We have so much work we have to do. All the melanated people, all the black American people need to come to Africa and build up Africa. Build up Africa. And I'm saying build up what? What do we get for building Africa? Oh, they want us to build it for free. They want us to come to Africa and do what we did for America. And they want to do it over there in Africa and give us nothing in return, family. Another trick bag. Another trick bag, family. Another trick bag. Who owns those museums that they want us to frequent and visit? Who runs those flights? Who pockets from the profit from our tears? Who profits from that? They own the planes. They own the museums. Just to go over there, you got to bring a bag. They want some of that $1.7 trillion spending power. And they want us to bring it over there and spend it in Africa. They want us to pay for our own flight, family. They're not even sending for it. They're not even saying, hey, man, free flights to Africa for all black Americans. Free flights to Africa for y'all to come over here. Free citizenship to come over here. Right? Free land to come over here. Right? They're not doing none of that. Remember I told you, family, no gold, no unity. Listen, we're not accepting no thematic ambassador role. You may get some celebrities to do that because, hey, shoot, they're going to take that money. They're going to take that money. They're going to take some of that USAID money. So shout out to Spike Lee for taking some of that USAID money. But we ain't listening to Spike Lee. Let's keep it a buck. If Spike Lee on that Africa stuff, he on that Africa stuff on his own. We not trying to give up our reparations or anything like that. We not trying to share our reparations or nothing like that. We're not doing that. Matter of fact, Africa, I'm gonna give y'all a wake-up call. Y'all owe foundational black Americans reparations. Yes, you do. The 90,000 Africans y'all sent over here, y'all need to pay. Y'all need to find out who they are and break bread. Give us some of that USAID money right now. We not accepting nothing less. Give us land, give us gold, and leave us the hell alone. Give us land, give us gold, and leave us the hell alone. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Ain't no going back to Ghana. Ain't no going back to Benin. Ain't no going back to Cameroon. None of that. What you can do is give us the money that's owed to us. That's what you can do. If you're not talking about gold, if you're not talking about mineral rights, shit, to be honest with you, some of us might want the land over there. I don't even want the land because I know how that go. Y'all give us land, the chief of that area gets upset, and they come over and run you up out of that land and take that land back. And y'all don't give us land to own. It's just a lease. That's all it is. They lease you the land and make you think you own it. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, family. We are not doing that, family. We're not doing that. Not at all. We're not falling for that trick bag. No, we're not. No, we are not. I'm sorry. That trick bag diplomacy, that don't work for FBA. We up on game. See, we calling it all out. FBA, we don't follow celebrities. We follow the code. If these celebrities are off code, guess what we do? We let them do that on their own. Y'all can take all the pictures y'all want with Reverend Al Sharpton, Roland Martin, Jesse Jack. Y'all can take all the pictures y'all want with them. Spike Lee, Snoop Dogg. Y'all can take all the pictures. Y'all can get all the photo ops y'all want with them and give them some money. Make sure y'all pay them. Because I know they ain't doing it for free. So make sure y'all pay our brothers and sisters well. Pay them all. But understand that Foundation of Black Americans, we don't follow celebrities. We follow the code. The code is what we on. We on code. If they off code, let them be off code. If they're running a finesse to get African money, God bless them. God bless them. But I don't care how many photo ops, how many pictures, how many times y'all put in the news that we African, we ain't following y'all. Y'all can't go to court on our behalf. That's a fallacy. You can try it if you want to. Y'all can't go to court on behalf of foundational Black Americans. No, we go to court for ourselves. We stand on business for ourselves. We never asked y'all for nothing. Keep whatever you got going on over there in Africa. Keep it. Keep it. Our lineage ain't for sale. We're not selling our lineage. Are you crazy? Let me be clear. FBA is not a branch of Pan-Africanism. You can't Pan-Africanize us. We are our own tree. We got roots deep in the soil of America. Built it, bled it, unalive for it. We're not letting nobody tell us otherwise. You crazy. You crazy. All this trick bag diplomacy that Africa's trying to pull, man, we're not with that. I'm sorry, we're not with that. It's never going to happen, family. Our lineage is not for sale. See, this is how we're going to approach the Africans, family. Every time they talk about black unity, we're going to hit them with, where's our reparations? Every time they talk about black unity, every time Africans start talking about black unity to us, we are going to hit them with, you owe us some money, pay us. No gold, no unity, no natural resources, none of that. 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 If you're not trying to give us some money, some gold, some natural resources, we're not trying to hear none of that unity talk. Y'all can miss us with that. Y'all can miss us with that. All you Pan-African agents out there, y'all could stop that. I mean, y'all really can stop anytime y'all want to. But I know the government paying y'all to keep it up. Some of y'all are treasonous. Do you know that? A lot of y'all Pan-Africans are treasonous because y'all are caping for a foreign government, for a foreign country. Y'all are treasonous. You Pan-Africans, let me give it to y'all. You Pan-Africans are treasonous. You're having dual allegiance. That's treasonous. That's treasonous. We don't put the cape on for no African. They owe us some money. If anything, they owe us some money. I'm not accepting their citizenship. I'm not accepting no land. I want some gold. I want some gold and I want some mineral rights. That's it. West Africa, you got to pay. West Africa. I'm calling out West Africa. You owe some money. You owe a debt. You got to pay. You got to pay. Don't miss me with that we all one big Negro now. Miss me with that. Holler at me when you put some money in my pocket. Take some of that African gold and put it in my bank account. Otherwise, there ain't no unity. All of y'all can start heading back to your homeland right now. No gold, no unity. That's just what it is. We're not no thematic, and there's no such thing as a thematic ambassador, family. You want to honor our ancestors? Start by respecting the living. Start by putting resources in the hands of the bloodline. That's what you can start by. I don't care how many Spike Lees, how many Ciaras, how many Snoop Dogs that y'all give money to. Because y'all know they ain't going over there for free. What the heck's over there in Africa that they going to go over there for free? Y'all paying them. Y'all paying them USAID money. Y'all paying them the leftover billions of dollars that Biden done gave y'all. And man, put it in these brothers' hands. Put it in Spike Lee's hands so he can make another black movie. Put it in Spike Lee's hands so he can make another black movie. Shout out. Shout out. I think that's what our brother Spike Lee is doing anyway. Our brother Spike Lee is running a finesse game on the Africans. He's saying, hey, give me some money and I'll be your thematic ambassador. Because thematic ambassador don't have no privileges, don't mean nothing. It's just a title, an honorary title. A title that there's a finesse game going on. So he's just letting us know that, hey man, these Africans are running a finesse game. And they gave me some money, and I'm here to tell y'all that this is the finesse game. Family, we not having it. Our lineage is not for sale. It's just not for sale. Until you put some respect on our name, I don't want to hear it. Y'all forgive me, family. I'm trying my best to eat healthy. I'm trying my best to cut down the sugar. My wife keep getting on me. Sugar. So I'm trying to do my best to eat healthy, work out, do my due diligence, get my muscles back. But I got to stand on business, man. If y'all don't know, phenomenal things is happening with the FBA coin. I just want to make a quick break real quick. Y'all ain't got the likes up, family. Get the likes up to 10K and I'll bring people up. Get the likes up to 10K and I'll bring people up and we can chop it up. We can talk about it. We can talk about this Africa's hustle. Trying to steal our legacy. We could talk about it. So get the likes up to 10K so I can bring people up. But this episode is powered by FBA Coin, the first digital currency built for, by, and with foundational black Americans in mind. This ain't just crypto, it's code, it's culture, it's correction. Visit fbacoin.org and join the movement. Our wealth, our code, our future. Tune in. Tap in with your boy. Do your due diligence. We're going to start running blockchain courses. We're going to start educating our people on blockchain and crypto so they get up to speed, so they know what's going on, how to navigate, how to move around with it. I want y'all to follow our brother Crypto Stock Marcus. Y'all go follow our brother Crypto Stock Marcus and start watching his page. He's going to have a lot of stuff up there regarding foundational black Americans, blockchain, and crypto. We're going to get into it, family. We're going to get into it. We're going to take the lead in this digital currency. We're not going to be left behind. We're going to be able to build generational wealth much faster on the blockchain than we ever can in this corrupt fiat system that we're in right now. So Just a small break. But check this out, family. The whole Back to Africa script only works if you forget what we built here. If you don't care what your ancestors built and fought for here, then you're probably a Pan-African. One thing I know about Pan-Africans. Pan-Africans? Excuse me. I need some water. Babe, I need some water. Pan-Africans, they hate black people. That's one thing I can tell you for sure. Pan-Africans hate black people. Thank you. If you want to come up here, you got to get the likes up to 10K. Nobody comes on the platform till the likes get up to 10K. Once the likes reach 10K, I'll bring people up. Trust me, I want to have the conversation. I want to have the conversation. I really do. I really do, family. I want to have the conversation. But you got to get the likes up. And if you're a tether, I'm probably not even really excited about bringing you up. So you can sit in the comments a little bit longer, man, and beg to get on my platform. That's what you can do. You can beg, nigga. Please, let me on your platform. Please, nigga. Please. Please, nigga. Please. That's what y'all do. Y'all just be begging us. Please, unity, nigga. You're dividing us, nigga. Please, please. That's why we got to boycott y'all. Because y'all done got out of line, man. Listen, listen. We're not your ancestors. We're not the older generation that locked you out. Go holler at your grandparents and your great-grandparents for locking you out of the wealth. Don't come over and holler at us and want us to help y'all get back the wealth that your great-great-great-great-grandparents stole from y'all. They decided in Africa that they wanted to live the good life. And they decided to sell the young Africans out. That has nothing to do with us. Don't bring your pain, your trauma, your victimhood tears over here to Blackistan. Don't do it. Don't try to be black now, nigga. Don't try to be black now. Go be black in Africa. Don't come to America and try to be black. It ain't got nothing to do. Whatever y'all going through, y'all are going through. That ain't our fight. That ain't our struggle. I don't care where the hell you born at, nigga. I don't care where you're born at. You're still African. You wasn't supposed to be born here. You're an anchor baby. You supposed to be fixing your homeland. Who cares where you were born? Who cares if you ain't never been to your homeland? It's time that you go visit. Because listen, whatever they did to y'all in Africa has nothing to do with us in America. Jesus Christ. How many times we got to tell y'all? You don't have no history here, sir. How can you tell me about my history when you don't have any history here? You weren't around when these things was going on. What the hell? Brother, you better go figure out what's going on in Africa because you probably don't even know. You've been here. You better figure it out. Because I can't help you. I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you but this boot. This boot with some baby powder on it, so when I kick you in your behind, it leaves an ash print. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got. A boot with baby powder on it. That's it. That's it. I ain't got nothing else for you. I got some bush meat. Go find you some raccoon meat real quick and feed it to you. I don't got nothing else for you, family. Your parents didn't want to teach you the excellence of foundational Black American. They only wanted to teach you the stereotype. That's not my fault that you believe those lies. That's not my fault you don't know who we are. It's not my fault that the white man lied and told y'all all this stuff and y'all believed it. Because they told us the same lies about Africa, but we chose not to believe it. Some of us went over there and found out for ourselves what it really was. Beautiful country over there. Go build it up. Beautiful country you have in Africa. Now go build it up, nigga. Go build it up. Get out from up under black Americans over here and go build it up. And I don't want to hear y'all whining about it's the government. I don't want to hear that, because we got a government over here too. And we stepped to them and we said, no, we ain't leaving here with nothing. I'm leaving here with something. And they gave us something. So go do the same thing in your homeland. I don't care if they pull out the pew-pews and all that. I don't care. I don't care. It's not my business. The same way y'all want to call us slave babies and all this other stuff. Same way y'all want to do that. Hey, listen, don't get out from amongst the slave babies. Leave us the hell alone. No, we ain't going nowhere, nigga. I know you ain't. I know you ain't. But you are going. You're gonna go. We just gonna have to put you out. That's all it is. You can hang on. YT love us. Jesus Christ. Did y'all read that comment? He said YT love us. Jesus Christ. All right. Believe what you want to believe. Believe what you want to believe. Believe what you want to believe, family. If you believe YT love you, God bless you. God bless the Sally Struthers Rice. God bless it. God bless it. God bless it. Family, if Can't Get Right was a name, we'd have to give it to the Africans. The West Africans. I'm going to just call it out and be specific. If Can't Get Right was a name, it would be West Africa. West Africa, y'all are the can't get right of the world. Matter of fact, in Nigeria, guess what's going on in Ghana right now? Ghana are kicking Nigerians out. They're kicking y'all out. I'm going to just call out a country now. 200 million Nigerians, I'm calling y'all out. Y'all are the can't get right of the world. It just is what it is. If y'all believe the YT man, if y'all believe the UK love you, if y'all believe China love you, if y'all believe the YTs in America love you, God bless you. God bless you. He said, I know African, I'm FBA. Jesus Christ. Your ancestors are not our ancestors, family. Our ancestors were not fleers, okay? My ancestors stood on business. What did your ancestors do? But sell you out? We can have that conversation. Let's speak truth to power. Let's be real. My ancestors stood on business here. Your ancestors sold you out. And now you're mad at the wrong people. Listen, West Africa, it's not that we hate you. We just got to call you out. Shout out to 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶cie. We got to call you out. Don't get mad at what your ancestors did to you guys over there and take it out on black Americans here. Don't do it. Yo people conquered nations. Okay, well, where are those nations at? Where are the conquered nations then? If you conquered nations, why don't you still have them? What's up, 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀🐐? Get the likes up to 10K and I'll bring people up. Y'all conquered Spain? Well, why ain't y'all in Spain? It looked like Spain pushed y'all up out of there. That's what happened. So you must be a Moor. If you're saying you conquered Spain, you must be a Moor. Moors are nothing more than what? Dark-skinned Europeans. That's all Moors are. You guys are just dark-skinned Europeans. So you conquered what? What did you conquer? What did you conquer? You changed the skin tone of a few Europeans to a little bit darker. That's it. What did y'all do in the last 400 years, though? That's what I want to know. What have you done for me lately? It's not about what have you done. What have you done for me lately? What have you done lately? What have you built lately? Still ain't got no water. Still not 90% of the population still poor. What have you done to fix that? What have you done to fix that? I done spilled some food on you, family. Hold on. What have you done to fix that? I'm just curious. We almost at 10K. We about 60% there. Get them likes up so I can bring the family up so we can holler at y'all. I want to holler at y'all. I want to really talk. Because this thematic ambassador, that's nothing more than a PR trick bag, a PR stunt for Africans to make money. Family, if they ever call you a thematic ambassador, you just reject it. Strongly reject it. Say, hail to the now. Family, if Africa ever send for any one of y'all, I want y'all to do me a favor. Some of y'all gonna turn it down right away, and I applaud you. But the ones that do go, make sure you're getting the bag out of it. Make sure you bring some gold back to the family. Make sure you bring some resources back to the family. Make sure you tell them no gold, no unity. If they ever send for you, I don't care if you're a celebrity. I don't care if you're a grassroots. I don't care if you're a regular degular. If they send for you, trust me, it's a trick bag involved. I'm not saying not to get your money. I'm not saying not to get your paper. Get your paper from the YT man and get your paper from the African man. Yes, indeed. Take it from the West Africa. Listen, take all the money you can up out of West Africa. Take it all. It belongs to you anyway. I'm going to tell you that right now. All the resources in West Africa belongs to you anyway, family. I'm gonna just start calling out the countries by name, because I don't want to lump all the Africans into one. I'm gonna just start calling all the tethers out. I'm gonna call it what it is. West Africa, y'all got a tether problem, a big one, a huge one. Y'all sending over too many tethers, and y'all aren't sending over enough riders. If y'all gonna come over here to this country, you got to be a rider. You can't be no tether. Don't send us your tether class no more, because all we gonna do is run them up out of here. No, we don't want no tether. No, we don't want no tether. No. I'm gonna call out West Africa. And I'm gonna tell you, all the other African nations, all the other African countries, y'all better stay out of this one. Don't feel sorry for a lot of these West Africans. They've been very, very disrespectful. The West African gave us the term 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘀. Okay, they're the ones that gave us the term. The Yorubas, to be exact, they're the one that gave us the term 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀. So don't join yourself to them. I wouldn't even associate with them, but you know, that's on y'all. I can't associate with no tethers, nor can I forgive them. No. You chose to be a tether. You're gonna get this work. You chose it. You said it with your chest. I'm not black, I'm African, right? Y'all came in chains, I came on planes, okay? I'm a passenger, you're cargo. Y'all said that. And nobody corrected that brother. Nobody put a video out shaming that brother from your country. Nobody did that. So asking me to forgive? No. You better make them beg for forgiveness. Okay, y'all whole country need to get on your hands and your knees and beg Black Americans for forgiveness, because now y'all got a real fight on your hands. And we not fighting y'all. Don't worry, we not in it. But now y'all got to handle every problem and every situation all alone. Oh Lord, we got you're a true 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀. Okay, shout out. I want y'all to hear this, brother. I want y'all to see this, family. I want y'all to see this, family. These are the people that we don't rock with. I'm glad y'all all came in this room. I'm glad. I want the family to see who y'all are. Go to their pages, family. Do your research on these people that are making these disparaging comments. I bet you they're all 40 and under. I bet you they're like 35 and under. Okay? These are the young Africans, right, who grandparents sold them out. And they mad because they ain't got no, they don't got no political rights. They don't got no rights in their own country. They're on their hands and knees begging the older generation for an opportunity. And you know what the older generation is saying to these young Africans? We can't help you. If you if you try to riot, if you try to protest, we just gonna they gonna mow y'all down. That's what they gonna do. They decided they gonna mow down their 600 million youth. They're gonna mow them down. Instead of help y'all prosper, instead of give y'all opportunities, they gonna mow y'all down in your country. That's why y'all over here. But let me tell you what's gonna happen when you come over here. When y'all come over here, you know what's gonna happen? We gonna get y'all up out of here. Let me bring up some people up. Let me. We at 10. Let me bring some people up. Hold on. The voice of the voiceless. Talk to me.
Yeah, what up, though?
What up, though? You talk to me, brother. Matter of fact, hold on. Where are you from first? Where's your family from, sir?
My family's from North Carolina, Alabama,
Okay.
Detroit, where I grew up, born and raised.
So you're foundational, right?
I don't call myself foundational.
You don't call yourself that, right? But you have the lineage, is what you're saying, right?
I'm
you have
Black
the lineage,
American,
right?
yes.
Okay. Are you a Pan-African?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Stand on business then. Talk to me.
I mean, I'm not a FBA either. I don't associate with any of these little acronym groups. I'm just a proud Black American man.
Okay.
Who is able to deal with any black person that's on code.
Okay. Now, I can agree to that. Keep going.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not like any black person that's on code. I don't care where they're from. I spend a lot of time with black people of different backgrounds, ethnicities. So you know, the shit don't be bothering me.
So you believe all black people are one big Negro, right?
I believe any black person on code is one big black person. That's what I fuck with. Matter of fact, last weekend I was with my Haitian and my Trini brother. These are on code black people, so I fuck with them.
On code. So what is on code? You tell me what on code is.
On code is not repeating white supremacist talking points. On code is making sure that that you supporting every single black person. That's what on code is.
Read
Dr. Neely Fuller. He explains the code. Read Dr. Neely Fuller. He explains the code.
I know who Dr. Neely Fuller is, but let me tell you something, brother. Are you plugged into the grassroots? Probably not.
What do you mean the grassroots? As far as what?
Where do you get your news? Where do you get your news from, sir? Where do you get your media from?
I get my media from various places.
Name them. Name the black media that you support.
Okay, like if I it depends on what I'm looking for. If I want to get news on music, if I want to get news on,
sir. Instead of being argumentative, I'm not arguing with you.
You asking me a
question. I'm asking you a simple question, sir. Where do you get your black media that keeps you on code? Where do you get it from?
As far as black media, like listening to black commentators,
you don't know any black media that you get your. No.
Let me tell you why.
Who are you listening to, sir?
I don't listen to anybody. My blackness was developed.
You said you're on code. Hold on, sir. I'm not arguing. I'm asking you a simple question.
You asked me a question. You won't let me finish.
When you start arguing, that lets me know that you're coming in bad faith. I'm
No,
trying to give you
you
the
are
benefit
not
of the
letting me
doubt.
finish.
I said I rock with some of the things you said. I'm asking you, where do you consume your black media? Go. Who are you watching? Name the names. Go ahead.
Okay, for what topic though?
Oh Lord,
Sports?
you're Pan-African, sir.
No,
You
you're
are
saying black
you
media.
are
No,
a
no, no. You're saying black media
Pan-African.
in
By
general.
your very
Okay.
own admission,
No, no,
even though
no,
you don't like the term Pan-African, you are a Pan-African, sir. You said you
no,
rock
no.
with all black people. I'm assuming you mean all melanated people on code. And I'd ask you, what is on code? You
on
didn't
code.
tell me what on
I
code
did
was.
tell you
So
what on
now I'm
code is.
asking you,
You're
where
not
is
listening.
your
You're talking
black
over me.
media that you
You
consume?
won't even allow me to. It's a
Sir, if you
nuanced
answer the
conversation that you're
question,
trying to
I
make
can be
simple.
quiet. If you don't get to explaining. Just answer the question. Who in the black media are you watching and are you consuming? Go.
When it comes to boxing, I consume this show called Brunch Boxing, which is black media. When it comes to news and politics, it's just general. I don't have to rock with nobody because my blackness is already founded in me. I don't have to listen
Family,
to other
is he on
people.
code?
I don't even go
I
to
want to
church. You
ask
know
the
why I don't go
comment.
to church?
Family,
I don't want to
is he
listen to
on
another
code?
man telling me what to do.
Family.
That's why I don't even go to
Okay,
church.
how can you
I'm
say
not a
you're on
follower.
code and you're saying I don't listen to another man tell me what to do?
Exactly.
Family, is he on code? Does this sound
Except
like
my
he's on code?
grandfathers,
Does
my
this sound like
fathers,
a
my
man is
uncles,
on
my
code, or does he
stepfathers,
sound
they
like
put
a
me on code.
Pan-African?
They
You
put me
sound
on
like a
code.
Pan-African.
My grandfathers, the one from North Carolina, the one from Alabama. My uncles, the one from my stepfather from Mississippi, from Jim Crow South Mississippi. He was a sharecropper growing
You
up.
of the lineage,
No,
brother,
listen.
but
I
you're
didn't
not
have
on
to.
code,
But listen to what I'm saying. I didn't have to come to the internet to figure out what I believe in. My
brother.
beliefs were already founded. That's
Brother,
why I haven't
what,
changed in 48
okay,
years.
tell me this, sir. I got another question. What do you believe in? Go. Do you believe in? Go.
I just told you. As far as what with black people, I just told you. Any black person
Family,
that's
does he
on
not sound
code,
like a
any
tether?
black person that's
I'm
on
asking him a
code.
straight question, and
Look.
he gets the
You see
stuttering.
Larrikin down there? Larrikin down there knows me.
He gets the
knows who I am.
stuttering.
He
What
knows
do
me.
you? What do you stand for, sir? What do you
I just
believe in?
told you. I said it when I first came in here. I can rock with any black person that's on code that's fighting against white supremacy. That's my main problem is white supremacy. That's my code. So you gonna tell me about my Trinity brother that I was with last weekend ain't on code? When I know this nigga's on code like a motherfucker.
I didn't say that, brother, because I don't know your Trini brothers. I don't know.
My Haitian brother I was with last weekend, my half black, half Mexican brother I was with last weekend.
But I can tell you this.
These dudes came from, hold on, let me tell you, these dudes came from all over the country to my event.
Talking, hold on, but don't overtalk the host, brother. I'm gonna let you speak.
Knowledge yourself is code.
I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna let you speak, but don't overtalk me. Listen, I don't know your Trini brother. I don't know your Haitian brother, and I really don't know what on code means to you. You're saying anybody who stands against white supremacy. But let me tell you this: what happens when your brother stands up and he says, "I don't believe you should have reparations"? What do you say to that?
Well, then he's off code. He's off code.
Okay.
And I would never deal with nobody like that. He's off code.
What about the Jamaican Jamaican American governor in Maryland who says we don't need no reparations. We don't need to do no study on reparations.
He's off code, and it's not his business to speak. I was watching a live earlier today with black people throughout the diaspora, and their question was, is it better to live outside the diaspora than to live in your home? I didn't get up there and speak because it ain't my business. He shouldn't be speaking because that ain't his business.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you another question, sir. So obviously you believe in reparations. That's good. Okay. Do you believe reparations is for all melanated people or just for the people that were wrong during the chattel slavery?
No, I believe it's for freedmen. There's black American people that were never even slaves. The reparations not going to them. If we're doing it for slavery. Now, if we're doing it for other harms like Jim Crow, of course they get it.
Okay. So
it depends on what you're looking for.
Okay. I'm not going to disagree. You see me, I'm trying to find stuff that we can agree on. I'm not trying to find stuff because I know you ain't going to rock with foundational black American. I know you ain't going to rock with the term black. So I'm not even going to, I'm not even going to go there because I know what
I'm a black American when I first came in here. That was my first statement. I'm a black American.
Oh, you're a black American. Okay. But don't you feel like black American can be co-opted so much? Don't you feel that? Don't you feel that term African American can also be co-opted because we got a lot of people from Africa and the Caribbean coming over here, mixing in with our numbers, and claiming that they're African American also. Don't you have a problem with that, or you don't?
I mean, yeah, I have a problem with like 𝗤𝗲𝗵𝘁𝘂𝘁𝗵, that Ugandan. I have a problem with him claiming African American.
𝗤𝗲𝗵𝘁𝘂𝘁𝗃, who's a real Indian, right, can come over here and say he's African American because he was born in Uganda.
Yes, I have an issue with that, and I've stated my issue with that.
Okay, so let's stick to what we agree on, brother, because we're not going to agree on everything, but let's stick to what we agree on. You don't have to call yourself a foundational Black American. If you're of the lineage, you're of the lineage. That's just what it is.
You know, I don't like foundational Black Americans.
Now, we don't call everybody tethers, but we call the ones that are tethers. Do you believe that people should be coming in here, cosplaying our culture, benefiting off our culture, and then saying things like Black people don't have no culture?
No, I don't. No. That's BS. They off code too.
So what do you call those people who are off code then? You just say they're off code?
I call them coons.
Well, coons is what we call our people when they're off code. But what do we call the other people when they're off code? What do we call them?
I haven't thought enough to rename a whole different people. I call them coons.
We call them tethers.
Yeah, anybody off code, I'm gonna call a coon. That's the way I was raised.
We call them tethers.
The same way I call white people.
If you're not of the lineage, you're a tether. If you're of the lineage, then you're all the other names we got for you: Sellout, Sambo, and the other one. Okay.
But do you think that when you saying cosplaying the culture, don't you think that's part of assimilation? Because if you notice, it's usually second generation. Don't you think that's part of assimilating into America?
Okay, here's the problem with that, and I don't have a problem with that. Okay, cool. You're born here. You've been around us. Blah 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 blah. But when you start acting like you're us, when you start speaking for the people who are really from here, and acting like you're one of those people, that's where the problem comes in. When you're a 𝗖𝗁 and you benefit off our culture, and then same thing say denigrating things about our culture, I think that's a problem. I think that's a problem. I think you're a tether, and I think you're a cosplayer, and I think you're disrespecting the people that you got your culture from. That the culture that you assimilated to, you're disrespecting those people. You're disrespecting my ancestors for civil rights that got you here. You're disrespecting the 14th Amendment, the birthright of citizenship that we fought for. You're disrespecting the silent protest of 1917. You're disrespecting everything about Black American culture when you cosplay Black American culture and then in the same sentence try to degrade and undermine it. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's being off code. He's a coon for doing that. He's being off code. Okay.
So what's your issue with FBA? Because I heard you say YT supremacy talking points. What YT supremacy talking points have I said?
Well, I didn't say you personally. My issue with FBA is the founder of FBA. The way that he... So
you don't like... So hold on. First of all, we got the name from Dr. Claude Anderson. He called us Native Black American. Tariq just put the foundational on it. So what is your issue? So your issue is with one man, Tariq, right?
I see how it came about, and I see how he used FBA to try to destroy the ADOS movement, who actually has some motion.
Well, ADOS is a movement; it's not a lineage. He actually codified it and made it more secure by making it a lineage.
The only lineage that you can see, the only lineage you'll see in the Supreme Court that's on paper in America is freedmen.
We use both freedmen and foundational Black American is for us is the term that Black Americans use that we use. And freedmen, when we step with paperwork, we use freedmen because we understand that we're both. That's the same name to us. We use those interchangeably. So what else?
I mean, but you even got some claiming they're Indians.
Huh?
You got niggas on here want to be Indians, which blows my mind.
Well, hold on, sir. Listen, sir. We cannot deny the reclassification that went on in America, sir. If you don't know about it, just say that. But that's a real thing. So I'm not dissing our American Indian brothers either.
What do you mean?
They're part of our lineage. What did your grandmother say you were? Did your grandma? Hold on, brother. Did your grandma say you was African?
No, let me find a picture of my great grandmother.
What did your grandparents say you were, sir?
Hold on, I was black. That's what they told me I was.
They just said that. So nobody in your family ever told you that you were Indian? Nobody.
I mean, no. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you a picture of my great grandmother, and you
might be African then. So what?
No.
Some of us have African ancestry, sir. We don't deny that.
So this is what I'm saying.
Some of us, and I'll say this: a lot of us, we have indigenous roots actually to this soil, sir. Because we had to fight. America, there were Black people in America, indigenous Black. Matter of fact, there was indigenous copper-colored people in America, sir. That's a fact. The very definition of America, of American, in the 1828 Webster's Dictionary, it says indigenous, aboriginal, copper-colored people found here. So no, I'm not going to denigrate our American Indians, and I'm not going to act like they're lost. I'm going to support our brothers and sisters who do come from that lineage and background, and admit that they did help us build this country. They were us. They were in our neighborhoods. We mixed in. We got reclassified from colored to Negro to all that. We got reclassified, all of us, and we had a ethnogenesis in this country, and we became one.
Okay, can I ask my question though? Like, if you find any indigenous group, every single indigenous group to the land that you find, you will find a oral history that goes back tens of thousands of years. Like, take for example the Aboriginals of Australia. They have an oral history that's backed with science that goes back over 30,000 years, more accurate and longer than any religious text that you can find. 30,000 years of oral history that's been backed up, where they say this sea level rose here, these stars were here. It's been backed up by science. Okay? So what is the oral history hold? I'm setting the table so I can ask this question. Okay, what are the oral histories and traditions of indigenous black people in America?
Okay, sir. Let me explain it to you like this, sir. If they first of all, a lot of things was outlawed for us to talk about. A lot of things were. The moment they say they're Indian, that was going to be a problem. They were the moment they start speaking their native language, that was a problem also, sir. They didn't want us to learn how to read. We had to invent a whole new language just so we can teach English to each other. We do have an oral history, sir. Okay. First of all, my grandparents told me that we was Cherokee. On my father's side, they told me that we were Blackfoot. They gave us the oral history. A lot of us, let's be real, a lot of us wasn't around to listen to it or to believe it, because the moment they put us in school told us one thing, our parents told us another thing, and we chose to believe the school. That's why I have a problem with people putting. That's why I have a problem with school today. I have a problem with black people putting their children in school. Because when you put your kids in school, they're going to come back with an attitude. They're going to come back acting like they know more than you. They're going to come back with that Africa, because that's what they were taught. They were brainwashed, sir. So this is what happened. The propaganda and the witchcraft was upon us. I don't know what happened to the Australians over there. Maybe they didn't have the same propaganda and witchcraft that we had over here. But we had propaganda and witchcraft that told us we were not American Indian, we were African. That's what happened to us.
So let's talk about the schools. So let's talk. You know, our schools were segregated for a long time, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, there were the black free slaves are the one that founded the public school system in the South. Once they started rewriting the Constitution, they're the one that founded the black school system in the South. So these weren't white people telling us this. So why weren't the black people teaching our history? Because we were allowed to have schools untouched by ourselves, where we could teach what we wanted to teach. So where were the study lessons there? Why weren't they saying it there? In our own schools, with no white interaction.
Well, who ran the curriculum?
Black people did.
Where did they get their curriculum from? Did they get it from black people, or did they get it from the state and the federal? Where did they get their curriculum?
No, there was no Department of Education back then. There was no federal oversight, no state oversight. We had our own schools. So why wasn't it taught in our schools back then when we didn't have white people in our business?
That's a good question. I'm not gonna pretend I can answer that question correctly, but I will try to give my best answer. I'm assuming they did.
But if they did, I'm saying like my mother.
Okay, if they didn't, how would my father know what to tell me? How would my mother know what to tell me? How would my grandmother know what to tell me? So I'm just saying, if they were segregated, I'm gonna assume that they did preach the truth. Why would they lie to their kids if they were on the curriculum? Age, right? So you're assuming that they didn't. I'm assuming that they did. So that's my answer. I'm assuming that they told the truth, because that's how I know my oral history. I don't know why you don't know yours, but I know mine.
Okay. We're about the same age. My mother.
I'm 45, sir. I'm 45.
Okay, yeah, we're about the same age. So my mother, I'm pretty sure, like yours, grew up in an era where she was part of the desegregation of schools, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So my mother's school bus got bombed.
My father was born in 1942, sir. My father was born in 1942.
Okay. So when he told you they were teaching him that in school, in his segregated black school?
My dad didn't tell me anything what they were teaching in school. They weren't teaching half the stuff they're teaching today, I'll tell you that.
Oh no, but we're not talking about today. We're talking about just black. What were black schools teaching at the time? You didn't have lessons like 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘁 the spider, or things like that. Like I said, I grew up in Detroit, so all my teachers was black. My principals was black too.
Well, I grew up in
So we
California,
didn't have
so I don't know what they taught y'all in Detroit. I don't know what they taught y'all. I don't know what they taught you specifically, and I don't really know exactly what they taught my parents. But I know my parents taught me. I know what my parents told me. I don't know what your parents told you, but I know what my parents told me.
So like when people say I got Indian in my blood, are they counting for the fact that
So did they tell you that? Did they tell you that?
Wait, I'm just asking a question.
No, I'm saying, did they tell you that? Because you're mentioning that. Did they tell you had Indian in your blood, sir? Did they tell you that?
No, I ain't never heard that shit.
Okay, you ain't never heard it. A lot of black people have. So maybe you come from the slave ships, true, and you can't. The 90,000 that came over here, 90,000 Africans that made it to America, you're one of their descendants, and that's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, but there were Africans that came from the Caribbean too. Like I was saying about my Trinity brother, if he traces his lineage back to Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
So before his family, they were trading between the Caribbean and Americas. Yeah, not a lot of slave ships came to the Americas, but a lot came to the Caribbean.
That's true.
That's why you have a lot of Jamaicans, you have a lot of Trinidad, you have a lot of Caribbeans can trace their people back to America also. Oh, but my question is this: I want to talk about the slave-holding tribes. So people don't think that the reason they may have some indigenous in them is because the slave-holding tribes they're black slaves. They don't take that into account.
Brother, you talking about what? You talking about Native Americans? Is that what you're talking about? Native Americans?
The slave-holding tribes. They don't think that
So some of us mixed in with them. A lot of us know that a lot of them turned their back on us and sided with America. Okay. As far as I know, the ones that were black, if we did have any slaves, it was we were buying back our family members. That's it.
No, I'm asking.
I don't know about the natives. I mean, I would say ask some of those natives. I would say ask some of the people who claim to have the Native American, the red native blood in them. I would say ask them, and they could be better. They can better tell you. I can't answer for them. I'm a black American. I can't answer for them.
Okay, but I guess this is why I'm confused. Or when people talk about indigenous, yes, I do know that.
Indigenous. First of all, the red natives were here during the same time some of our indigenous family was here, but they weren't indigenous to this land. They came over through the Bering Strait, sir. Those are Siberians.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. I guess I would need one of these indigenous people to answer these questions because it's a lot of science involved that just don't seem to make. And one of the things that really America was really not the place to come if you wanted to live a prosperous life. It was hard to work on the land, whereas, I'm done with that part. But yeah, somebody asked me.
What year are you talking about?
Somebody asked if I'm
What year are you
FBI.
talking about?
We had that. We're talking about like centuries and centuries and centuries ago. Like I said, I would have to talk to one of them because I got a couple questions. I really want to talk to one. Maybe I'll catch one on the live one day because I'm just
live and ask them.
Yeah,
go on there live and ask them if they raped our ancestors and that's how they got indigenous blood. Go ask them that. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Just see. I don't know. Yeah. I will ask them one day.
Go ask them that, man.
I guess I don't understand the point they're coming from, the angle they're coming from. So I really got to hear them explain it all. Cause I don't understand the angle that they all come from. Because I don't know. I'm just confused about it. Like I said, I was never. Like I could show you a picture of my great grandma right there. I know she got raped by Indians. I know for a fact she did.
Oh, but hold on, sir. I thought you said you don't have any Indian.
I know for a fact her mother got raped by an Indian. I'll put it that way.
Brother, see, you're disingenuous and you be lying. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. I understand where it comes from. The same way I understand where my European DNA comes from. You see what I'm saying?
Well, we know where the European DNA comes from, sir. We know that to be a fact.
From grape.
The same way the
Indian DNA comes from grape also. You got to realize these 5 tribes were slaveholders also.
I'm not a Native American.
Even during the Trail of Tears, they took their slaves with them during the Trail of Tears.
So what do you
I'm claim I'm no Indian, bro. I'm just black. I'm not no Indian, no Indian, and none of that.
And that's you, brother.
None of that bullshit, man. This shit is anti-science.
And no PLK people were here. They only are magnificent through grape. That's what you are saying?
That's
You're
what he's saying. That's what he's
And
saying.
I said my great grandmother. I know her. I know the five tribes owned slaves. We all agree with that, right? We all know the five tribes owned slaves, right?
BLK men
We
would
all
let
know the
them
five
know
tribes
men.
owned slaves, and we
Are
cannot
you
sit up
that
here and deny
dumb?
that they even
Are
took
you
their
that
slaves with
dumb?
them during the Trail of Tears. We
Wait,
cannot sit up here and deny that you didn't have some Native American blood in you
see the
because your people
size
got great.
of
That's anti-black and that's
Asiatic
anti-history.
looking Natives. Are you serious to this day? Do you think that
That's what he said,
happens
family.
in our community? With the Asiatic looking person and BLK people? Are you serious? A man and
That's
she
what
don't
they
got
said.
Oh,
That's
you
what
see,
he
this
said,
is what I'm talking about with
Jordan.
black people off code. You sit up here capping
When
for
you
these
think
engines.
you on code,
You sit up here capping for these engines,
you
trying to
don't
make it
think
seem
that
like they're
was
above, like they're
consensual?
above the atrocities
But
committed
you
against
don't
our
think
people.
your grandma was consensual
I don't care
with
nothing about none of
My
that.
great
Asiatic
grandmother,
man?
my great grandmother's
But
mother.
you don't think she was strong enough to
We
fend?
didn't have rights. She didn't have
Stop.
rights. She was the first person born free in my family. What are you talking about?
Stop. I will never believe your story if that's how you think your
Okay,
family.
let me pull up the
Believe
ancestry.
that. Is
Yeah,
that
shit,
the
like-
weak
Hey, the
question
boys.
you had?
Boys, I got a question
Give me
though.
your genealogy.
Hold on, step up. Let my boy Crypto talk.
I just got a question for you. I know you say you're on code and you say for all black people. So when the Haitians, Jamaicans, Africans, when they come and let's just say for nursing and they use our nursing grants to go through school, do you think they should be able to do that?
All right.
Are you for them doing that?
Okay, so fair admissions versus Harvard was an affirmative action case that was just settled in the Supreme Court. If you read Clarence Thomas' concurrence in that case, it says that these programs were specifically set aside for a group of people which were freedmen. So these are our grants. Well, from now on, past that point with the Supreme Court, those grants will be, or those, you have to tailor programs towards a specific group of people, which will be freedmen. Before then, it was for anybody that was black. So now going forward, in order for us to have these opportunities, we do have to tailor it towards a specific group of people. That was Clarence Thomas' concurrence in the Fair Student versus Harvard case.
What year was that?
That was 2023, I think. Fair
Okay,
Student
well,
versus Harvard was
right
like
now
2023.
today they still using it, but if they come over here, your brothers who come over here, your Haitian brothers, and they use that, is that okay with you?
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah, and see that's the problem, and that's why when people come and say they have code on everybody, you got one person trying to take from everybody, and you're okay with that.
No, I'm not okay. If it's specified for freedmen only, then yes, there's a problem. But with the way
But
the
you
system
can't be on code with a group of people who got two different agendas.
No, my man, you're missing the whole step. You're missing the step where you specify it for one group. If it's specified for black and they are in America,
yeah, you already got that
listen
understanding.
Listen to what I'm saying. No, you're not understanding.
You saying
I
it's
just told you
specified.
the
I'm
path
agreeing with you.
I just told you the path to get it for freedmen only. But they
I'm
have
saying
these
you right.
They have these
I'm
programs.
saying you right, brother. I'm saying you right. Okay, you said it right. That's the terms of what you said. I'm agreeing to that. So if a Haitian brother come over here and use it anyway, are you for that?
For a program specified for freedmen, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so you will never be on code with them because if I was Haitian and I can come over here and get an education, I would do that. If I can come from Africa and get an education by saying I would do that and go back, you're never gonna be on code because they come in to take it's always gonna be an opposition to you in some form of way. So there's no way that you can be on code.
My point, that's human nature. Like, okay, let's say if let's talk about indigenous. People, human, especially.
I don't even want to switch it.
No, but I'm saying it's human nature.
The only point I'm trying to make is that you're going to be an opposition to each other.
No, I'm
gonna look at you. If I'm standing up and I'm saying they can't come and take what's set aside for us, and you going against it like, no, well, that's their brother. They can go and take that.
My brother, though,
be opposed to us.
It wasn't set aside for us because it wasn't legally set aside for us. You had to go legally set aside. Clarence Thomas gave the whole playbook. If y'all would just listen and read, you have to structure these things in a certain way in order to be for us.
Let me say this. when we put together a fund for black people and one of us do it, we're not doing it for anybody black. We know that term black, it came from here, not from over there. So the problem is when they start, when we use words like Black American or African American, they get to say, well, I'm black. So this obviously wasn't made for me, but because they're black, they can benefit of it. That's wrong, brother.
Yeah, because America make they view them as black. That's that when they come here, that is their what do you call it? You know, that's what they are. They're under in America eyes legally. That's what they are.
That's the trick bag that we've been in, and then it's brothers like you who know that we in the trick bag, and you go around and you said you came up on this panel and you said I'm a black American, so you further you're further pushing the same thing because you're trying to keep it that way so they can come do that.
No,
that's
I'm not trying to keep
that's
it
why
that way.
we delineating and we're saying foundational black American, so we ain't got to deal with that anymore.
Delineation
You're the one who's going to confuse that because you're going to be grouped.
I just gave you the play of how you do it, and y'all just ignore the shit. If you use black, that means it's open for everybody. Clarence Thomas told you in Fair Mission
Can you hear me, my
how
brother?
to do it. Y'all keep saying black. As long as it's labeled black, of course they're going to be able to get it. Now you have to set up something that's for freedmen only in order for it to be ours only. I'm giving you he gave us the playbook how to do it.
We already know that. That's why we say
so you can't say
black Americans because we know what the freedmen are.
Because they are legally named as black. This is the point. You have to switch up the way you're doing it in order for it to be for black Americans only.
That's one thing I agree with you on that. The word black, I don't think foundational black Americans are going to change their name. I've already talked to too much. So I agree with that. We do have to switch the name or they're going to have access to our grant.
What?
Is that the Constitution is a colorblind? This argument is that the Constitution is a colorblind Constitution.
Hey, hold on, wait, bro.
I want to say the Census Bureau has already changed.
Hey, hold on, wait.
Nothing.
Bro, how y'all gonna tell us how?
Right now,
Hey, listen, hold on, wait.
African American to Black Americans. Now we have Black Americans. We have African Americans. So that's already been settled according to the Senate and the Census Bureau. So they settled that already. So when they start talking about
Too much. What's the word, man? Let me
they talking about minorities.
Brother, how you been, man? How you been?
Man, it's a great day to be alive, man. Listen, man. First of all, y'all gotta stop putting it like we just Americans. First of all, y'all chill out. Look, hold on, wait, no, man. What you talking about? To describe ourselves is black. We is the culture. We is the shit. You feel me? Like we made this country. Without black Americans, bro, nobody wouldn't be standing on shit. White culture ain't shit. Black culture is the culture. That's how we describe ourselves. It ain't got to do with no race thing. We know where we come from. Y'all have to chill out, bro.
Bro, this is our land. We didn't come from
You
nowhere.
steady telling somebody to chill out. You the big face need to chill
Man,
out.
FBA, man, stand up, man.
Look, listen, we didn't come from nowhere. We were here.
Man, FBA, stand up, man. You feel me?
Come on,
like,
now.
and we standing 10 toes down,
Does
bro.
anybody
Hey,
know-
hold on, wait, bro. Can't no other race do as many inventions that we done. Can't no other race make. Hold on, wait, bro. Can't no other race make white clothes look cool.
About where we come from.
We listen, bro. Hey, hold on, wait, bro.
The Atlantic slave trade.
Hey,
in reverse. They were taking us from America, sending us to Liberia.
Man, you trying to make us be with other people, bro? We are not that, bro. That's not us, bro. You keep talking about Liberia and these other countries, bro. You can't name me one Liberian invention that affect Liberia today, bro. Stop bringing up these third world countries, bro, that they fucking live in huts and shit, bro. First of all, bro, we invented mostly everything that go on in America. The stoplight, heart surgery, the American flag. Grace Wisher was a black girl that designed the American flag, bro. Like, y'all gotta chill out, bro. We him. We the shit, bro. With the 13%, bro. Can't nobody in this world fuck with us at all. Period. Name me one invention that affect. Hold on, wait, bro. Name me one invention that came from the Caribbean that we can use today, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Brother, I'm just saying, brother. We
talking about inventions now. Name me one invention that another country made that affects us today in America, bro. I won't say shit else, bro.
Brother, I'm saying we were already here. We were.
Bro, that's cool, bro. Bro, hold on. How you gonna tell me about FBA, bro? ADOS, bro.
Same
I'm
shit.
trying to tell you, Walter
American descendants
Plecker,
of slaves, bro. I know where my people come from, bro.
brother, have
You
you
keep
have
saying
you
that we here, that we. Of course, some people been here. We know that already, bro. We
slow
not
it down,
debating that.
blood. Slow it down. Walter Plecker.
We not debating that, bro.
Listen. Come on, don't
Hold on,
cut me off. Let me finish.
let Denden respond. I want to hear
Go
what he
ahead,
has.
then.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Walter Plecker, back in the 1800s, he reclassified us from Indian to Negro.
1924.
Come on, sister, you right there on point.
1924 was American Indian. I think I was talking to
We
Crip
were
about that.
at Jesse
Hey,
Jackson.
then there. Who was Black Wall Street? Then? Who created Black Wall Street? Then? I'll
We
wait.
did. We created. We did.
Who
Right
is
there.
we?
Right
Who
there.
is we?
All right, Tulsa,
There was
Oklahoma.
a name. It was a name. It wasn't we.
I just said Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Who? I said who built it?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Freemen built that. Not no fucking Indians, bro.
I did not say Indians.
No, I'm saying freemen that was
You don't
enslaved
wanna say nothing because
that was
you have to
enslaved by
listen to
Indians
them.
built Tulsa, Oklahoma, bro.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
can I say something,
What are you
please, so
talking
I can
about?
get clear what the voice was saying? He was saying, from what I understood, Clarence Thomas said there's nothing we could do about the laws that are written for these people to get access to our grants because they are classified as black. Now, is there
They
any
are
way
classified as they are black.
is there any way do you think we could lobby Congress to get them not to be called black because it wasn't something that they were originally called?
See
You
that?
must be
See,
African.
that's the thing
The
that
only way
everybody
we
not
can
paying attention
change
to.
it
You can come
is
into America and claim black. You could be white and say you black, but see when you're using the FBA, it's a lineage. So everybody who's going through everything and you pull up your lineage, that's how you put a stop to that.
and I think Congress did do this to confuse the black or African American community because why would they call us two countries? So
You know they did.
Well,
they
first of all,
got us
Jesse Jackson. Hold on, wait.
confused.
Let's get this straight. Jesse Jackson did that,
Yeah,
not
but we are
Congress. Hold
all
on, wait. We got to relax,
confused.
bro. Y'all don't act like y'all don't know the history of our own people.
I know the history. I'm talking about
Well, then in that
grandparents'
case,
names.
black folks
I'm a
supported
grant
the Jesse
writer.
Jackson, sir.
No, you say what? I'm in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. And
So
look,
I'm
I
so
said
look.
in
I mean, hold
that
on, wait. Let me tell you
case,
about Jesse Jackson.
you
Look,
FBAs and
don't
Indians
nobody.
and
Hold on, wait,
everybody's
sister.
black supported the
Don't
notion
nobody listen.
that Jesse Jackson put forth with that African American
That
shit.
was in
So you can't
1982,
have it
Jesse
man.
both
he was
ways.
famous back then. He was popular. He had a lot of black support
That was
back
in
then.
1982,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. We had to
I
talk
was
about
born in
that.
'86, man.
What
First
you
of all,
saying is true. That was our fault on.
hold on.
but we
First
didn't
of all,
have
Hey,
those
hold on, y'all. The host
hold
talking, y'all.
on,
places.
family. Hold on, family. Hold on. First of all, Jesse Jackson, he was a problem. He was a
He
problem
is.
for foundational black Americans. He was a problem for a black American community. He was even a problem for the Indian community. Let's keep it a buck. He was a traitor. Let's just call it what it is. He was bought and paid for. His Rainbow Coalition, all that's bought and paid for. And we, under the guise of following, of them putting, see, this is what happens when we allow them to put up our black leaders. Say Jesse Jackson is one of our leaders.
Thank you.
They made it so he was next to Martin Luther King, so he could be the predecessor, and he never was ever the predecessor.
And real
He was
guys in the
always
hood.
the op. He was
Hey,
always
hey,
the
hey.
op. But we didn't know that. We didn't understand that. We didn't know what was happening to us until it was too late, family.
Hey,
Yeah,
look.
and that's why the
waking up
questions
now
that you
and
was asking the
realizing that we're
voice
not gonna
about
be
what
Negro.
media he watches. That's how
Hey,
how
hey,
we stay on
crypto.
code by staying
I
grounded
don't
to the
watch
people
any.
who
I don't
Hey,
speaking
watch
hey,
the
hold
any.
on,
same
wait.
language
Hey,
we speaking.
crypto.
I
Hey,
don't even turn
crypto.
on
The
my
real. Hey,
TV,
look,
man.
crypto. The
Hold
real
on, wait.
guys
Let me
that's
answer
in the
this. Let me
hood,
answer this.
bro.
One at a time,
I'm a
y'all.
boxing
I want to have a
podcaster.
conversation,
I'm a
but we gotta
boxing
get one at a
podcaster.
time.
I don't watch any media outside of boxing. Really, I don't even turn on my TV. That's what I'm saying.
So what you saying? What's your point?
My point when he asked me
So
who I
how did
watch
you
the
get
media,
that
I don't.
information about he's like the highest judge of the land?
Who
The
Clarence Thomas?
highest, yes.
Yeah, because I follow cases that like the Fearless Fund. I follow cases that I feel are important to me. I
And
follow
you
things like
heard
that.
that from him that these black Africans from Africa are tapping into our resources because they are now classified as black. And
Yeah.
I never knew that to be the
I can
fact.
you want me to pull up his
And
Hey, where you get that
conclusion?
from? Hold on, wait, where you get that from, bro?
Research
Yeah,
that
I can
because
pull it up right now. He
I'm saying, where you
specifically
get
said
that from?
he specifically said
Who
that
is
these are
Clarence
set up.
Thomas' wife?
Clarence
Who is
Thomas.
his
Okay,
wife?
wait. Is the case is
Snow Bunny.
students
Come
versus
on,
fair.
brother.
Who is Clarence
hold on,
Thomas?
let me
Can I
hear
finish?
this.
Can I finish
Snow
so
Bunny
y'all can
dipped
get
in
the information?
chocolate.
Can I at least say the case so y'all can get the information?
Yes, hold on. I'm gonna go get a
Hey, where you
pen.
from? Hey, where you from, bro?
The case. I'm from Detroit. The case is fair missions versus Harvard. Them Asian kids that broke down affirmative action. It's fair missions. Students with fair missions versus Harvard. You have to read the concurrence by Clarence Thomas, where he mentions that these were the Constitution is a colorblind, race-blind document. Therefore, you must use.
Yeah,
But
that start off with a lie right there.
no. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you, read
It
this
started
concurrence
out with a
because
lie.
what you believe.
Can you let him finish, please?
I don't
What
even know
you
what he's talking
believe is
about.
what he's trying to give you to play. He's giving you the play of how to go
Yes, I'm
about
gonna
doing
get
it.
it. Just give me the case number.
Okay, hold on. Let me look up the case number. I know it's fair missions versus Harvard. This was like what?
Well, what's the main
The
point,
Asian
bro?
kids.
What's the main point?
2022 20-1199.
Hey, what's the main point,
I'm
though?
about to give y'all the scoop on it right now.
20? You said 20-119?
20-1199.
Yeah.
1199.
Everything
Hey,
he's
what point? Hey,
saying,
Crypto,
this
what
is
point
what
are you trying to make, Crypto?
his point.
For
We
myself,
already
I can speak for myself for the
understand
point I'm trying to make.
that. When it's coming to reparations, when we've been fighting our fight for reparations, that's what Yvette, that's what everybody brought up. We have to distinguish ourselves. That's what
Yeah.
FBA is about.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
we got
Them
we got
Africans
all these
know,
people calling themselves
those
African.
Africans know they are not deserved reparations. They know that, and if you in the chat and you under my voice and you don't know that, please don't get your ass slapped. You do
Yeah.
not deserve reparations, and we need to have some respect on that.
And that's where the problem come in as well, though, because it's people like the Voice who's of the FBA lineage, but he make it easier for them by saying, "Hey, I'm a black
Hey, he
American."
probably like foo.
No. First
Hey,
of
bro.
all,
Hey,
first
hey,
of all,
the
I
Voice,
can make
like
it easier.
foo.
I make it easier for who?
No, the Voice. I asked you a question, bro. You like foo.
Wait, hold on, wait. I make it easier for who? Who am
You
I
make it
making
easier for the people that are not FBA because they can just come in and they saying, "Hey, I'm black American. I'm African American." That's why we getting rid of that.
Hey, you think
what I
everybody
was-
that's dark guys?
Okay, let me say it again. What I was saying is, by the law, they were entitled to go after those programs because America titles them as black.
I was talking about you.
Yeah. What
You
about me?
came up here and said, "No, I got FBA. I don't like that. I'm black American."
Yeah, I'm black American. Like I said, I will say it again. I will say it again. My knowledge, I'm on code.
This is who we
knowledge
delineate
of
from,
self-
so we know who
you
is
are
up the
a kid
cloth,
compared
so
to
we
me,
know
my
who
guy.
is up
You
the
are a
code.
kid, okay?
You
I'm
say
on
what?
code because of what my grandfather taught me, my great grandmother taught me, my aunts taught me, my stepfather taught. These are people that lived through this era. These are people that lived through that Jim Crow South. They came up to the North from the South for a better opportunity. That's what I'm on code about. Bro, you trust me, your family ain't never did shit close to mine, nigga. I could pull up articles where this was the first mayor of this town, where this was the first person to work, the first black person to work on the school board, nigga.
You sound like he got mad
okay?
right
We
there,
not
folks.
gonna
I don't
do
have to
that
listen to
because
nobody
no
else
man
tell
in
me
the
about my
black
blackness.
community stands
I don't
alone.
have to
We not
listen to
gonna
no
act
another
like
nigga
we
tell me about
better
my
than our
blackness because it's
own
forged.
real brothers and sisters.
It's forged. My blackness is forged.
Your blackness is panty. It's panna.
Okay, nigga, I'll put it this way. You wouldn't say it to my face.
Hey, hold on, wait, Detroit.
I'll
I'm
knock
in
the shit
Chicago,
out of you.
Detroit.
Shut
Chill out,
up.
bro.
Both of
You
y'all
wouldn't say it
shut
to
You know
my
up.
how
face.
black on black
I'll tell you like that.
crime
You
on
wouldn't
the
say it to
internet.
my
Guys,
face.
you gotta say
Hey, hold on,
Don't
wait.
ever
Hold
question
on,
my
You
step up.
just run.
Matter of fact,
Detroit
I was in Dallas last weekend.
Hey,
I'm gonna be at
Detroit.
another boxing event in Vegas in September,
Hey,
and another one in LA
hey,
in
Detroit.
October.
Don't
So if
get
you really feeling
Clarissa,
that way, nigga,
nigga.
don't ever
Hey,
question my
Detroit,
blackness, nigga.
Detroit,
Because you at the
Detroit.
point to
Chill
where you
out, man.
disrespectful.
Hey,
You at
Detroit.
the point to where you disrespectful now.
Hey,
I came
Detroit,
up here with
man.
full respect.
Hey,
Me and the host
Detroit.
don't even agree on a lot of shit, but we've been
Hey,
respectful.
Detroit, chill out,
We've been
gang.
respectful, right?
Yeah,
We
you
don't
a
even agree on a lot
bot.
of shit, but we having a respectful
Hey, Detroit,
conversation.
chill
Okay?
out, folks.
The
You
voice
came
ain't
up
afraid to
here,
use
your
his voice.
disrespect, your disrespect or whatever you trying
Yeah,
to
you,
claim.
hey, bro, you
All I
wild,
said
Nigga, whatever.
was the
Nigga,
facts
whatever.
and
Nigga,
what
it's
it
whatever
is.
with me, my guy.
Bro, you wild,
Matter of
bro.
fact,
It
I'm
ain't
gonna
whatever
tell
Talking
you.
with
I'm
about
gonna
you,
what
bro.
follow
you
you.
would
I
do
just
and
follow
all
you.
that.
I'm gonna send you
That's
updates.
Stop
totally
all
Because I'm
that, bro.
always out. I'm
Hey,
always
hold
Stop
out.
all
on.
that
This is
shit,
the
bro. All
host
that
So
talking.
suspect
nigga,
shit.
it's whatever with me, nigga.
Stop
It's
all that shit,
whatever way
man.
you want to do it,
Hey,
my
you
guy.
gotta
Let me
chill
tell you.
out
Let me
now.
tell
Yeah,
you
chill
something.
out,
Hold
boy.
on.
Both of
Hold
y'all
on.
need to chill.
Hold on. Listen up. See, this is what I'm
Anyway, I
talking
gotta
about.
get ready for this event.
This is why I ask you what code are you following, because if
I
you
got to get ready for this event.
if you trying to crash out online
Bye bye.
and fight against
No,
another,
I'm not trying to
Hey,
crash
I'm
out
in
online. I'm trying to
Chicago.
crash out on the disrespect.
Hold on, wait, bro. I'm
It's
in
the
Chicago,
disrespect.
bro.
Me and
Nobody
you up
look.
here.
Nobody
Hey, bro,
We don't
all
even
that
disrespect
tough
agree.
talk
This is
shit,
the
bro,
point
I'm
I'm
in
trying to
Iraq,
make.
bro.
We don't agree with a lot
All-
of things. Well, my
Stop
point
it,
was
bro.
this. I was
Stop it, bro.
respectful to everybody.
You shouldn't do that, bro.
I was
Okay, let's
respectful
keep
to
the
everybody.
respect then,
Yeah.
because
I
now
need to
you're
know
going
the
off on a
disrespect.
tangent.
When I get to disrespect, I
Sir,
take
Bro,
it
you
to
shouldn't
level
do
high.
all that,
it's
bro.
okay.
Ain't nobody
Thank you.
disrespect
We
you.
got
You
it.
just
hold
didn't like the
on.
truth.
Everybody be quiet for just a
That lady
second.
didn't
It's
agree,
the
but
host
we were
talking.
still
Hold
able to
on.
talk it out.
Hey, the
Hold
boy,
on.
hold
Hey,
You came
hey,
up here and said you was for
listen.
Haitian.
Listen. Everybody, be quiet. Listen. Don't bring your emotions, sir. Don't get emotional. Don't get on tilt. Right.
Oh
Keep
no,
your
no.
intellect. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. Keep your intellect. You don't gotta
Yeah, right.
crash out. You don't gotta. You don't gotta try
Hey,
to fight your brother
Nick,
online
my
because you
emotions get
disagree with
very
him.
high.
You don't gotta.
oh,
You
man.
don't gotta get
Female traits,
emotional
man.
at all,
Okay,
sir.
well, female
You
traits, whatever.
you don't have to take
Female
It is
anything.
traits.
what
Like
it
I,
is.
You don't
and
have
I'm
to
in
take
Chicago, bro.
anything.
It
Go out
is
of the
what it
way.
is.
Hold
It is what
on.
it is.
See
Hold
that now
on.
you
All
being
right, you
fucking
chill out.
disrespectful.
Hold
What the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
on.
that mean?
because
Feminine
I was
traits.
disrespected
Hold
first.
Yeah,
When I get
because
on.
What
no
disrespected,
what
I'm
does
gonna
man,
take
that
the level of
mean?
disrespect
because you're
above.
using emotions. You're going off
Above. Okay, well,
emotions.
All right,
You
Yeah,
are
listen.
man.
emotional.
Okay,
Yeah,
y'all.
you are
I got
emotional.
him up out of here. Listen, we got to get order back in the room, y'all. I can't have this.
Too much
Okay.
female traits, man. You a man,
Let's
G.
bring intellect to the conversation, not this emotion. Listen, I want us to have the conversation, right? But I don't want us to crash out online and then start arguing with our brother. If we're brothers, let's be brothers. We can disagree, but I don't gotta jump down your neck. I'm from Detroit and I'm from Chicago and I'm from
That's
LA and
right.
we don't gotta do all that. That
All
don't get
that
us nowhere.
internet talk.
Yeah, we don't do internet talk.
I'm from Atlanta. What's poppin'?
Yeah, we don't do listen, nobody's gonna catch a flight to nobody's city and get it popping. That's a lie. So stop it. Stop being emotional. You don't always listen, you don't gotta win every argument. Listen, it's not about winning. It's about having the conversation. Let the people in the comments decide what they want to feel like. This is educational. That's all it is. Let's keep it that. Let's not get emotional. Let's not get bent out of shape over nothing. I'm not flying to your state. You definitely not coming over here. So let's stop it.
And that's right.
And
Stop
they
it.
definitely not coming to the rack.
Yeah,
So
let's
look,
just stop it.
check this out.
Let's not pretend like that's what it is and that's what it's all about. It ain't really
And
gonna be.
y'all see, and this is my thing
Let's
too
make
much.
sure.
They
Let's
don't
make sure,
pop
my
off like that
brother.
to no caucasoid.
Let's
That's
make
where
sure
I'm
that.
coming in at.
Let's
Yeah,
make
you
sure
know,
that we
Man, y'all
don't.
better chill out.
energy.
Let's make.
Hey, those females that be
I
so
just
gangster,
want to
folks, that
say.
should be funny as hell, G.
Let's make sure
Like
we don't.
we got this, folks.
We don't
Like
hurl
we got this,
insults to
G.
one another. That's not insulting one another. It's not going to benefit us. It's only going to escalate to a more aggressive argument. And as the host too much was saying, you're going to be talking about, I'm from here, I'm from there. Hey, we can agree to disagree. We can
That's
talk
it.
like human beings. Keep your emotions in check. Talk about what you have learned, what you have discovered. If I'm wrong, okay, I'm wrong. I'm cool with that. I stand correction, but I'm not going to be all defensive and start saying, "Oh, you this or you that," and trying to insult and make me
Hey,
feel bad.
crypto.
I don't
Yo,
want. Don't go there. Don't try to make me feel bad.
Y'all call each other
hey,
everything
crypto.
other
He
than
got
a
mad
child
when
of
you
God
said
and call
you
that
on the African
caucasoid
side.
daddy. Y'all better stop
That's
playing
what
with
he.
me.
That's what he said,
Hey,
and that's
folks, when
why
you
us.
said, G, when you like, man, you ride with the African people, you said, hey, folks got in his feelings. Like, bro,
Listen,
chill out.
how
It's
you
just the
gonna be
internet.
on code when your people tell you we are delineating from those groups, and you telling me you got a different code, and then you want to say Neely Fuller? Listen, brother, if you're on code with your people, you're on code. You're either on code or you're off code. You can't make up a new code. That's not how it works.
Facts.
That's right. That's right.
You either on
So
code with one group or on code with another group.
let me hear from our agent at the top, Abdullah. Go ahead, agent.
Abdullah.
You mean the tether? I
Oh
call him tether.
God.
Go ahead,
Oh
agent.
I just
God.
have a
Brace
question.
Hey, leave our
yourselves.
doula
I
alone,
hear you
G.
guys talking.
Let our
Now
doula
I
be. He
just
probably
want
want
to
to be
know
part
why
of
you
this
keep
culture.
referring to each other as niggas.
Huh?
Agent, go ahead. I can't. You got to speak on the microphone so we can hear you because you're very, very low.
You must got.
This is our
I
agent.
just
This is
wanted
our
to
man
know
right here who
why
comes in
you
our
guys
lives.
keep referring to each other as niggas.
What?
Nobody said
Nigga,
the
what you
N-word.
talking about?
What are you talking about?
No, why do you keep referring to each other as niggas?
Because we use it as a cool term, so we gotta know me though to call me that. You
And
just
cause
can't.
I'm a naga.
Or like we just don't use it like that, bro. Like
I'm not
I
African.
don't
That's
look.
what I
Hold on,
am.
wait,
I'm a
bro. I'm
nigga.
gonna give you a great example, bro. I don't know bro above me, but I know he's black. But I'm not gonna say what's up, my nigga, because
Yeah.
we don't know each other like that, bro. You just trying to get an education of the black community. Get your
Hey, let me
goofy
break
ass
it down,
on,
brother.
bro. You a
Hey,
goofy,
let
bro.
me break
Don't
it
be
down,
trying
brother.
to come and get
Our
educated
neighborhood
like that.
Pan-Africanist on the panel. Go ahead,
Hold on,
Abdullah.
Abdul. Let me break it down for Mr. Abdul. Mr. Abdul, look. Nigga, we are niggas. We not African. We not none of that. We are descendants of nigga slaves. The seed of a nigga slave. That's what I am. I'm a nigga. I'm not African. I'm not Jamaican. None of that. I'm a nigga. I'm a proud nigga. Okay? I'm a foundational black American.
Abdul, it don't work on us, man. We don't. That don't work.
Abdullah, man, go ahead. Give Abdullah a chance to speak. Abdullah, say what you want to say, man. Get off the
No,
N-word.
you answered my question, man. I just want to know why you refer to each other as niggas.
That's what we
why.
is.
You know,
That's
that's
why.
all.
Because we took our power back. We not powerless.
Yeah, we good over here.
We respect our elders and we respect that opinion. We get it.
It's a
I
cold
never
word
called too
for
much
When
one
you a
though.
naga,
being in the
nigga
house.
just hit different.
Just
Well,
know,
I
man.
know
Just know,
Abdul
I never called too
is
much one. He
Pan-African.
OG. We call too much an OG in the
And
black community.
host, you could drop me. But Abdul is Pan-African. He gonna try to get y'all to go.
He's definitely a
He
Pan-African.
Pan-African.
Why
Huh?
you leaving,
Definitely a
sister? You
Pan-African.
leaving?
He's not.
Come on, man.
Hold on, what make him Pan-African though?
Step up. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah.
I appreciate you always in our life. You're welcome anytime.
Hey, what
All right,
make you Pan-African, Abdullah? All right, where you go?
He got
Yeah.
kicked off. Hey, too much.
No, he
Change
dropped
the prompt
himself.
behind
He didn't
you.
drop him. He dropped himself.
Yeah, he dropped
Too
the
much.
shit.
Change the prompt behind you. Make it
I
more like
can
so
see
people can know
the
what we on.
Make it more
I
what?
can see the pen.
So like
Okay,
people can
change.
know what we on. Like make it like why are Africans?
So
this,
hold
that.
on. Let me.
I can
let
see
me-
the Pan
let me say
Africanism,
this.
but it's a
Let me say
dream.
this real
It's a
quick.
dream.
I want y'all to read this right here that I got. Thematic ambassador. I want y'all to know what a thematic ambassador is. It's nothing more than an honorary title given to public figures to embody and promote a particular theme, cause, or cultural message. This is what Africans are doing right now. This is what African nations are doing. They're naming some of our public figures thematic ambassadors.
Wow.
All that is a cultural marketing tool, a PR move dressed in African print. You get the photo op, but not the passport to power. They don't want to give us land. They don't want to give us gold. They don't want to give us
They
citizenship.
said they giving land too much.
Just want our resources, family. So Spike Lee, if y'all didn't know, Spike Lee was named and his wife. Spike Lee and his wife were named thematic ambassadors to the country of Benin.
Oh, who?
Benin, the country of Benin. Benin is doing a back to Africa movement just like Ghana.
Hey, let me tell you this, and I don't no disrespect. I ain't never been to Africa, but when I go, I know Africa. Nature is beautiful, no matter what. God made the world beautiful.
Correct.
Now, when I see all that goddamn walking around with that shit on y'all head, I'm not doing that. I don't want to eat my food with that shit out on the. That shit been out for 24 hours. G. If I eat that, you know what that'll do to my stomach, folks. I'm not doing that. I ain't down with that culture. That's just not me. I'm American now.
I'm saying we have a real life. Listen, all we gotta do is look at Ghana. Okay, a lot of our people who went over there to that Ghana thing, they're back over here now, and they're telling their story. They're online on social media, and they're telling their story.
The honeymoon phase is over.
Hey, that motherfucking smell must be strong as hell over there.
It was. They
Get off the
thought they
plane
were
and be
going to
like,
go to Ghana and be received by other Africans and become their brothers and their sisters, build land. But they found out that some of them had land in the wrong territory, and that chief said, hell no, and bulldozed their house. They found out that, hey, they were going to be met with a lot of jealousy. Why? Because they're not looked at as black over there. They're looked at as white.
American.
They're looked at as Americans, as the enemy, as the oppressor. They were never looked at as brothers, like they claim we're all are when they get to America. Somehow we're all brothers and sisters now. We're all unified and they supposed to be able to speak for the black people here. You know, no, it doesn't work that way. So the same thing is going on in Benin, and I just want to bring that to light. Don't
Where's that
let
country
any of
located
these
at?
celebrities or these politicians
Thank
try
you. I
to
was gonna
steer
say
you
that.
and get
Hey,
you wrapped
where's
up
that
in
country
this
located at?
African Union
Benin.
unity thing in the country of Benin. They're not unified over their family. So why should
Hey,
we
too
join
much.
something
Hey,
that's not even unified over there?
hey, where's that located at though? Like what part of Africa?
Benin, I think it's West Africa. I believe it's West Africa.
Probably some small ass country, huh?
It's a smaller country. Yeah, it's a smaller country. I mean, we can look it up.
Spike Lee always been kind of weird to me anyway. Even though he started to push the culture, Spike Lee be looking like he want to be accepted.
This is where I don't follow. I don't track their thought. They claim we don't build nothing. We ain't got no culture. We ain't smart. We don't value education, right? But then back to Africa, I wouldn't want nobody like that back in my shit.
But you heard Kai Cenat, right? Oh, black people don't got culture. But you using everything. Hold on, how we don't have culture, but you using everything for your platform is black culture though. You know what I'm talking about? Too much the so-called #1 streamer around the world, one of the #1 streamers, Kai Cenat.
Yeah,
he said, "Oh man, black people don't have culture."
We don't. Hey, look, I don't rock with that, brother. That's a young brother. I really don't rock. His content is not really interesting.
Industry plant.
It's not my genre. So I know a lot of the young kids follow him, but I want our young people to understand and know, man, Kai Cenat is not somebody y'all need to be following.
He's an industry plant.
That integrates your culture, your lineage, your Black American, your foundational Black American pride. You got to cut them off. You got to cut them off, and you got to let them know with your whole chest that hey, don't say this again. Because if you're gonna make money off cosplaying me, man, don't speak negatively.
And then got all black culture in your house,
right?
Kevin Hart.
So Benin is east of Togo, west of Nigeria, is north of the Gulf of Guinea, and it's actually one of the major departure points of the transatlantic slave trade, especially from the port city of I don't know how to say this, Oida. They have a city called Oida, which is a major part. And it was also, guess what? Benin was also formerly known as 𝗤𝗄𝗎. So if anybody know about the 𝗤𝗄𝗎 tribe, they were major in the slave trade. They were
catching
slave catchers.
What's the name of that country again? How you spell that? BENIN? Too much.
Hold on. Benin was a major slave catching port. The tribe of 𝗤𝗄𝗎 was there. And now they're trying to say all of a sudden we're brothers again.
No, they still in the trade. They still in the trade of slaves. That's all they doing.
I got it right here.
Come on. They gained their again another country who gained their independence in 1960.
Hey, Tuma, I put a thing up. It say why nobody travel to Benin Republic? That's what the thing is. Why nobody traveling to Benin Republic? They got a thing on YouTube on it.
Yeah, I don't want to see no slave. To me personally, I don't want to see no slave ports.
Oh no! It ain't showing that at all. It ain't showing it. It's just showing. It's just basically showing. I guess telling you why nobody. All because most of their houses are built on water. Oh no, I couldn't do that. Oh hell no! You see how they live?
What's up, fellas? Too much. Can I ask you a question, please?
Go ahead.
What's good, bro?
Okay, so if we were already here, right? What sense did it make?
Not if, because we were already here.
Okay, we were already here. Don't cut me off, sister. Be respectful. We were already here in this land. Okay. What sense would it make for the YT man to go to Africa to ship people into the land when they had already conquered us?
Because they want global world power.
Come on,
No,
come
no,
on,
no.
walk me this way.
It's very simple. They weren't doing the biggest slave trade was within the United States, not outside. They brought in a
Exactly.
few of them. They brought in a few of them. Okay, a few of them, like 90,000 made it. Okay, and also they had. You got to understand, they've always had an agenda. They
Right.
say, listen, these YT people, we got to give them some credit. Their propaganda and their witchcraft is the real deal, and
Oh,
it's,
tell me
especially in
about it,
America,
brother.
at
That's
the
right.
highest level.
Tell me.
When they put forth the brainwashing mechanism, see, their whole idea is to make us all believe we're immigrants to the land that our ancestors are really from. That's their whole idea, and they've been running with it for 100 years. Listen, in the beginning, they weren't doing that. In the beginning, they knew they were immigrants here in this land. They called themselves Europeans still. They didn't start calling themselves Native American because they were the first one to use that term until the late 1800s, early 1900s. That's when this whole Native movement came around. They knew that the true Americans were us. They knew that. Then all of a sudden, in these last 200 something years, they said, you know what? I got an idea. They got a think tank together, and their think tank said, hey, we need to make them all African. We need to tell them that they don't really come from here. We need to outlaw their history and their culture in this land so they don't speak about it, because we don't want them realizing who they really are and rise up.
Right on.
Hey,
So,
the
so, so,
Look
brother,
what
they
happened
were,
in the South. Look what happened in 1865, right? They allowed us autonomy. They gave us our little space to build up and do what we need to do. We built it up way too fast for them. They didn't expect us to
Yes,
build
sir.
that quickly.
Yes,
Listen,
sir.
you can't be a foreigner to this land and know the terrain.
For real.
Harriet Tubman couldn't have an underground railroad and be from no
Come on,
Africa.
brother.
She had to be an indigenous person here to know
That's
all
right.
the
Yeah, I
roads
mean, how would you know that?
and the
All the
farms
All this go
and
indigenous,
back to the
everything like
council of
that.
Nicaea.
brother, we are the indigenous. There were so many of us on this land.
We were the
You know,
dominant.
they
We've
said,
always
Hey,
been the dominant in the
hey,
South.
hey,
We've
hold on, wait,
always
too
been
much.
dominant
there
here
was
in
so
Hey, hold
America.
on,
many
wait,
of us.
Den. Can I ask
Let
you
me
a
say this
question,
real
bro? Hey,
quick, and I'll
Den,
let you
can
speak.
you hear
I'll
me,
let you
bro?
speak. I hear you. Let me say this
Hey,
real
hey, you know
quick.
what I'm saying? Before you said it
I'm
was,
going
you
to say
said you was
this.
on this land.
There
But,
was so
what was
many
built
of
on
us.
this land then? Before?
Let me say this. Look at all the mounds. We have the most mounds on this land than any country. Now, there were so many of us on this land. They knew that
Hold on, I'm coming to you, folks. I'm coming
hold
to you,
on.
folks.
They knew that they had to get rid of some of us. So when they talk about the Atlantic slave trade, they put that in reverse. They took so many millions of us, shipped us over to Liberia, shipped us into Cameroon, shipped us into Nigeria, to Senegal. They shipped us over into Africa. They didn't bring us from Africa. Why? That
What's up,
doesn't make
Kiana?
sense.
Wait, what side you on?
It doesn't
flip
make
flop.
sense. It
No, no,
doesn't
no.
Hey,
add up.
hold
It's
No,
on.
not. It's
I'm
listen.
not
trying to
No,
ask bro a
hold on.
question.
Let me clean
It's
it up
not.
for
It's
you, brother. Let me clean it up for you, brother. Listen,
go ahead, brother.
a lot of us they ship to the Caribbean. They ship back and forth from the South America
I
to
agree.
North America to the
I agree.
Caribbean. The biggest slave trade was in the Americas. I want y'all to understand that is true. Some of us listen. Some of our indigenous brothers and sisters did go over to Liberia, because who do you think the black population was? That was us.
Exactly.
They did go over into Senegal. They did go over into Cameroon and mix over there.
Tell it, brother.
That did happen. That really did happen.
Yeah, we know.
But guess what? We don't claim them. Listen, I'm sorry, to this day we can't claim them because they had their own ethnogenesis over
I
there. They
get
came
it.
through
I
with
get
those
it.
people in those lands,
Yes.
and they are who they are now. You're Cameroonian. You're Nigerian. You've been over there for 100 years. You're over there now. You
Right.
couldn't do nothing about that.
Over in
But
the
that
over
was
in
a
the
government
Congo.
thing. Listen, a
Over,
lot of people believe that the black Europeans, right,
okay.
came down and inhabited Africa. Okay? And they became them. It's a big conspiracy going on even with that. I'm saying if you're African, you better learn your history. You better know what happened to y'all,
Right
because
on.
the same little Ponzi scheme they ran over here in America, you don't
Right
think
on.
they did over there?
Right on, brother. So, and essentially, this is why I'm saying. She asked me, whose side are you on? Look, I'm on the side of truth. That's what I'm on the side of. So I'm not defending anybody. What I'm saying is some of those people that are over in that continent, those are our people.
Hey, can I ask you something, bro?
No.
Hey, can I ask you something, Den? One question, Den.
No.
Okay,
Go
I'm
ahead,
listening.
so, but no, that's not true. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, Den, if those were the same people that we sent over there, why their country still look like it hasn't developed yet?
Why?
Like, huh?
Dropping the bucket.
Huh?
You asked me the question, why, right?
Why that country? Listen, what I'm saying.
They built nothing.
Even when they was here, when they had all this land, even before slavery, they the same people as we because we were innovators. Listen, bro, my people was inventors. My people didn't fucking build no drums like the people of Benin. That's the only thing I'm looking at Benin right now. Africa,
Brother,
Benin.
we had drums.
Hold on, bro. These people are so-called our people. Why the fuck they only building drums? Just answer that question.
Bro, if you know your history, do you know that a young African brother built an electric car that can run 500 miles off radio frequency?
Brother,
how does hold on, wait, bro? How does that affect Africa today?
Do you know that?
Hold on, wait, bro. Is he selling? Hold on, wait, brother.
I'm gonna
we
say
talking. We talking.
I'm going to say
we talk. Okay, that's cool. Is he selling those electric bikes?
African
Hold on,
brother?
wait, bro. Is he selling those electric bikes to help his country? Yes or no?
I didn't say a bike. I said a car.
Car, whatever. Car, bike, whatever. Car.
Do you know Elon Musk is
oh my God, bro.
Can y'all
Oh my God, bro. We are man, bro. We are man. Hold on, bro. Hey, hold on. Den. We are man, bro. We having a conversation, bro.
All right.
I asked you a simple. You going to Elon Musk and going? I'm asking you. Listen, what I'm saying, bro. I asked you.
You asked
since those the same people. It's 2025, bro. Why is those countries, Western countries, still undeveloped as they is today? I ain't talking about no tourist spot where they build hotels like white people build hotels in their country and benefit from. No, I'm talking about what have they invented for their own country that they benefit off today? One thing.
All right, you asked the question. I'm going to give you the answer. Have you ever heard of the 1864 Berlin Conference?
You can't answer a question with a question. Jesus Christ, y'all are fucking stupid.
Listen, have you ever heard of the 1864 Berlin Conference? That is your answer.
I said, what have they invented that affect their country today?
The Berlin 1864 Berlin
Okay,
Conference.
I got my laptop right. I'm glad you said that. You said 18 what?
1864 Berlin Conference.
Okay.
Okay, I want to just jump in real quick, guys. Thanks for letting me on. So I want to ask a question. How many of you guys on the panel have actually been to Africa?
None.
Wow,
I'm kidding.
I've been to Africa, sir.
Well, the whole time. The whole time.
I've been
The whole panel?
No, the host.
Everybody?
The host.
Me
host
and my
is-
ancestors, they never been.
Hey, hold on, wait. You want to ask the host something? The host. Go
Okay,
ahead, bro.
so the reason I asked, see, I was born in Ghana. Okay, my dad was a diplomat.
You born
my
in Ghana,
dad
right?
was a diplomat. Yes, my dad was a diplomat. Worked in the American embassy, and that's how I was born. My mom is from Ghana, so I grew up in Ghana. I was born and raised in Ghana. So a lot of the conversation about African Americans already been in America, and and that the slave trade included Americans or indigenous people being transferred to Africa. There's no evidence of that, okay? But there is evidence of the slave castles, on the coast of Ghana and other African countries that show extensively how the slave trade started on the coast of Africa.
You said there's no evidence of my people being here in America before the slave trade?
No, I'm not saying that. I heard somebody say that Americans were sent to Africa as part
That
of
was
the
the guy
slave
under
trade.
you, bro. That's the guy under you, bro.
That was me.
Yeah. You guys are all over the place with this stuff. The transatlantic
Not
slave
you
trade.
guys. Hold on, wait, bro. Not you guys. Say
So here's
Din.
how we can verify somebody. Hold on, African. But here's how we can verify. When Christopher Columbus came to the West Indies, he brought back Aboriginal slaves and brought them to the ports of Spain.
Okay.
So
Well,
slaves
probably
did
a
come
few.
from here
Probably a few to
and
work
went
on the
over
ship.
there to Europe.
Probably a
and
few
they
to work on the
also-
ship.
And they also went to Africa as well. They brought their slaves with them, sir.
Hey, can I ask
There
you
is
something?
no
Hey,
evidence
African.
in
Hey,
Ghana.
can I ask you
There
something,
is
bro?
no evidence in Ghana that some
Oh, that's cool. Can I ask you a question, bro?
indigenous people. Yes,
Hey, do
sir.
you live-
And listen, I'm
Let
not-
the brother, let
hey,
the
listen,
other men
I'm not
people
gonna
talk,
argue
man.
that, sir, because I don't even care about that point. Okay, I don't even care. I'm not even gonna argue that. I will concede to that. I don't think anybody really on this panel really cares about it. Only Den brought that up. We don't. That's not really our stance on anything. We're saying we are foundational.
But it's part
Black
of the
American.
conspiracy.
Hold on. We're saying we are foundational Black American and we are indigenous to the United States. What do
I'm
you
not.
say?
You know I'm not disagreeing.
So are you?
with that.
So foundational
Too
Black
much.
Americans.
Hey, hold on. We can't hear.
Oh.
We can't hear, bro.
So foundational Black Americans have no African roots. That's what you guys been saying.
We never said
I have
that.
Hey, no, hold on. I'm not even saying that. I'm
Right.
saying everybody in the world has some type of African ancestry. That's a fact.
But I'm saying,
But not
is
everybody
the
with
slave
African.
trade
Hold on.
is how
Not
the
hold on.
majority
Not
of
everybody
African
with
Americans
Listen,
or
sir.
Black people
Not-
in America
listen, sir.
got
Listen,
to
sir.
America.
This is the
I
host.
mean,
Don't
guys,
overtalk
you
the
guys
host.
don't even
Hey, hold
understand
on. He's trying to explain it
how
to you, bro.
this.
He's trying to
Brother,
explain it to you.
Don't overtalk the host. I'm gonna let you speak. I'm not gonna overtalk you, sir. I'm gonna let you speak, but you're not gonna overtalk me. What we're saying is everybody has African ancestry, sir. That don't make you African. If that's the fact, then you got to claim all the YT people. You got to claim some Asian people. You got to claim a lot of people in your diaspora. We're saying with our chest and our nuts, we don't want to be a part of no diaspora. Anything y'all got going on over there in Africa, y'all keep it over there. Y'all fix your own problems. Don't bring your problems to
Why
America.
Africa is
That's it.
huge? Why can't y'all band together and
Y'all
unify?
got 1.5 billion people. Y'all don't need no 50 million Black Americans. Y'all don't need us importing nothing.
I
We're
think
not
they.
part of your 6 regions.
Answer that,
Well,
African
let's be
boss.
real though, y'all.
We
Hey,
never
Donnie,
lobbied y'all
they do
and
need us. They
said
need
help
us.
us. We
They
never
need
said lobby y'all and help us for anything. We don't do that. We handle our
They
own
need
problems
us.
and our own affairs, and we expect y'all to do the same thing. That's it.
Hey, look, hey, Donna, where you live at now, bro?
Go ahead and unmute yourself, African boss. Thank you for the gifts, people. Thank you for the gifts.
Hey, let me gift you up too, though. But but look, where you live at? Do you know?
Hold on, let me
Europe, some damn where he ain't even in fucking
unmute your
Ghana.
mic. Go ahead and unmute your mic, sir. Go ahead and unmute your mic, sir. I don't
Hey,
got
old
you.
school. I'll meet your mic. Old school.
African boss, go ahead and unmute your mic, brother.
He probably yelling at the phone. Don't even know.
Don't
it's off.
have you muted, sir.
Oh, my bad. I'm
He been
sorry.
yelling at the
I
phone
didn't
the
know I
whole
was
time.
on mute.
Hey, hold on, wait before you go, Ghana. Where you from? I mean, where you living at now?
No, I live in Shawnee, Kansas. I live in Kansas.
Hold on, wait, bro. Listen, bro. Why you drop all your traditions, bro?
Right.
Look, no, for real, bro. Cause look, the way you talk, like everything, bro. Why you drop all your traditions to become Americanized?
Bro, I told
And
you
then
my
tell
dad
us
is an
about some
African
fucking
American.
Africa.
My dad is an African American. I grew up in Ghana with a lot of African Americans. I grew up with African Americans that had moved to Ghana. Okay, so
where your dad
American.
from? Where your dad
My
from?
dad was born in New York. He's from New York. My dad was
No.
born in New York.
No. Listen, bro. When y'all come on this panel and tell us y'all dad from New York, bro, we know they's not from New York.
My dad is from New York.
You not.
So
You
how
not,
is it that?
Where's people
How
So
from?
how
is it
you
that
dishonor?
my
How you
dad?
honor your mother and father, but you dishonoring where your daddy coming from?
Hold
I told you my
on,
dad
bro.
was born in New York.
Where's your daddy people from, bro? Where your daddy people from? Cause listen,
My daddy's people. Like how far back you want me to go?
no, your
Just
granddad,
answer the question.
dad.
My granddaddy's dad is from North Carolina.
No,
My
Right, you
grandmother's from
disrespectful.
Virginia. But if you want to trace it all the way back, they came
So
from Africa,
African
West
boss,
Africa.
you
That's
assuming
where
that all
all of y'all are
blacks
from.
came on ships, right? Or no?
Yes.
So let me ask you
Okay.
this.
Majority of them.
African boss, let me ask you
95%.
this. African boss, let me ask you this question, sir. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have any living relatives today in Ghana?
Yes.
Then
My mother.
Then you are from over there.
Oh, I accept my Ghanaian.
Okay,
I accept my Ghanaian.
Hey, why your daddy go to Ghana?
Nothing wrong with that. What I'm telling you is most foundational Black Americans, if not all, when we do our DNA, when we do our lineage, there is no living relative in or on the continent of Africa.
Oh, so you guys are saying living.
They got married
You were saying living.
Hey, when your daddy go to Ghana?
I said living. There's no living relative that they can put us in on that continent or in those West African countries. There's not. They can't.
Okay. Hey, I'm trying to figure out how long wait, bro. When your daddy go to Ghana, bro? If your daddy from New York,
you said when?
When your daddy go to Ghana, bro?
You said when?
Yeah.
Okay, my daddy graduated from Fisk University in Tennessee, and then he got a job at the State Department. They sent him to work in the American Embassy in Ghana, and that's where he met my mom in the 70s, early 70s.
Okay, question, African boss. Okay, question.
And I'm his only child. I'm his only child. He came all the way to Africa to have his only child. And here I am.
African boss. So Black Americans or Blacks in general aren't smart enough to travel and settle on our own. We have to have some Caucasoid do that for us.
For one,
it was his job.
all the Liberians.
No, I need African boss to answer that.
Hold on, let me say this real quick, family. Hold on, African boss. So
yes, sir.
Are you saying
yes,
you
sir.
Are half Ghanaian and half foundational Black American? Is that what you're trying to say?
I am not foundational Black American. I'm saying I am an African man. Proud African man.
So you claim.
Hold on, you forgot your daddy side?
Hold on.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah,
you
he forgot.
He African too.
Lineage that your father comes from, that's connected to here in the United States. You say
Well, he
down with
be
that.
where his mama at then.
I'm whatever my mama says.
Take your ass. Check your proud ass out.
I love Black people. I love my Black people.
Hey, hold on.
I love my Black people.
Hey, why you
so proud and you're not
you gotta be honest, bro.
Hold on. Let me
You
say
a
this
fool,
one
man.
thing.
Why you your mama in Ghana, bro?
The men on this panel letting you off easy.
No,
I
I'm
will
trying
put
to
my
ask
foot
you.
up your
No,
ass.
I really want to break his back real fast.
No, but you are
I'm
insulting.
right now.
You are
African boss,
insulting.
so
That's
Black folks
immaturity.
ain't travel and settle all over.
Hold on,
the
guys.
Caucasus.
I think the whole time.
Hold on. Let me say this. Listen. Let me say it like this.
The translated trade slave was
hold
sold
on, I'm gonna let you
in
speak right now,
reverse.
man. Before I forget what I got to say, hold on.
Hey, Darren, you trying to talk the whole.
So what you're saying is all the lineage and everything from your father's side, you connect more with the customs of Ghana than the culture and the tradition from America. Is that what you're saying? You connect more with because they don't have culture, they have customs. And I'm gonna do a show about that tomorrow, but the difference between customs and culture. We have culture. Our culture transcends America. You're talking about Ghana, who has customs. They have dances. They have little dances and
So all you little blackies, you little Negroes, Americans, y'all ain't smart enough.
Trinkets over the accomplishments
Hey, Darren, mute your mic, Darren.
In the United States. Is that
I'm
what you
muted. I thought it was muted. They thought it was unmuted.
Hold on, African boss.
Okay, so
do you feel more affinity towards the customs of Ghana than the culture of Black America? That's what I want to know.
Yes, he does.
Well,
hey, Darren, your background loud, bro.
Because
Let him answer.
Let him answer that.
Because I was born and raised in Ghana and stayed there for 24 years.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Ghana. I traveled to America from time to time, but I was born and raised, educated in Ghana, and my culture or my customs are all, Ghanaian culture.
Okay,
yes.
That makes sense. Then that makes sense. Okay, then that makes sense. I'm not.
However, let me add this. But check this out. However, the African American culture, which you refer to, is so powerful, it has spread all over the world to the point where people in Ghana have accepted the African American culture and participate in it, sometimes blindly.
So they
Sometimes
do
blindly.
all that. They drop a history of a great proud history of Africa for some dumb black history.
They don't drop it. They don't drop it, but they take some of the
Why
African
would you
American
do
culture
that?
sometimes.
Is that not hustling
You know
backwards?
why? You know why they?
But
You know
people
why they
learn
take?
people's
Hold on,
cultures all the time.
Hold on. You know
You
why
a
they
fool,
take?
man.
You know why
You
they
a
take
fucking fool.
foundation? Hold on. You know why they take foundational Black American culture? Because culture is power, not customs.
Hey,
Culture
hold on,
is
wait.
influence, not custom.
No, but
Did I
we
ask
are
you
not
wait,
taking your
Power
culture.
and cultural
Okay,
influence
let me give you.
that transcends any custom. We don't need a custom. We have a culture.
That's right.
That's the
Hey,
difference.
hold on, wait. Hey, African. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
you can't tell me you're
That's
not
why
taking.
y'all assimilate to
You can't
us,
tell me.
and we
Hey,
don't
I don't know how
assimilate to
you do
y'all.
things in Africa,
When you
but
say
your
assimilate,
disrespectful ass need to stop talking over this host.
hey, hold on, man.
this lady
I don't give
needs
a
to
fuck
calm
what you
down,
talking
okay?
about.
Hey, African. Hey,
I'm
African.
her.
Hey, hold
None
on,
of
wait.
the
Hey,
guys.
I
hey,
have
That's
hey,
how
a
they
hold on,
question
wait,
for
are.
you
bro.
when you
Hold
get a
on, wait. Where you at?
chance.
That's
Bro.
how they
Fuck
are.
wrong with
Hey,
y'all,
hold on,
man.
wait. Hey,
None,
African.
none
Why
of
you
the
leave? Hold on,
guys
wait.
are
I
Hold
hers.
worked
on,
with
y'all.
them for
Let's let
years, and
Be
this
a
is
let's
lady.
let
exactly
Be
how
a
they
hold
lady.
on,
are.
hold on, y'all. Let's
A
let
lady
Darren
does not
Phillips
talk
get a
like that,
chance, and
okay?
then we got my brother
You
Cousin,
better
who's
stop
another mod.
disrespecting this host.
Hold on,
I've
hold
been
on.
trying to ask this
Let's let
question.
Darren Phillips get a chance to speak, and then I got my brother Cousin up at the top. He got to speak too. Go ahead, Darren.
And I came up
Okay.
to ask a question
I want to
too.
I want to
I'm gonna
clarify
come to
some
you. Also,
things
step up. Go ahead.
with especially with the transatlantic slave trade. Right? It was told in reverse. Liberia is America. That's the only place in Africa that you're going to find American names, American last names. You're going to find English. They would tell you our lineage come from America. Now, the other ones in the slave trade, y'all slave trade has nothing to do with America. Y'all slave trade had to do with the Arabs. And y'all sold yourself out to the Arabs. And y'all constantly doing it right now as I speak.
Hey, bro, stop
As they
attacking
speak
us
to
to
you.
Africa, bro. Y'all gotta stop attacking us to Africa, bro.
You
They don't hit
fool.
like us.
We were never from Africa.
Liberia, whatever, bro. I don't care who it is, bro.
They are
I'm from
they
Chicago. Chicago bound.
everything is written.
Bro,
We've
look at
been here
Liberia today.
forever, and it's already been. We are older than Africans
Oh
here
my
in
God.
America. The oldest
Oh
bones,
my God.
the
Oh
pyramids
my God.
here are older than there. Everything that they said that they found over in Africa came from America, and they misplaced it. Like in the 1940s, this is where Morocco came in. This is where India came in. This is where all this shit came in the 1940s.
What
Our
you smoking?
lineage go back
Now, hey, why you didn't bring your mama to America, bro? You gonna leave her in Ghana, bro?
millions
You gotta shut up, bro.
because
You left your mama in Ghana, bro.
he
Chill out.
come here to do exactly what
She don't
every
want to
other
be
African
here.
come here to do.
She don't want to be here.
Send back. That's why he's stopping all that taking here and sending back there. Any one of your countries because y'all don't deserve it. You don't even respect what's here. And
Bro, drop
respect
Oh,
all
I
of it.
do.
and
Hey, you
you
don't even
don't
sound
even
like you from
respect the
Ghana,
That's
no
why
people
more.
you
that
need to
put
take your ass,
down
proud
the
ass,
stuff
back to
here.
Africa, punk ass nigga.
But you know
Okay,
what?
let me.
Too much. You know what?
You don't even
You know
respect your
what?
daddy. So
Hold
you
on, bro.
have
Hold on. Hold
nothing to
on.
say
Hold
to
on.
me.
Let me say this.
I've been
And
disrespecting
his
my
blood
daddy since I've been
run.
When
on here.
you
Your
come,
mother just held you.
when
Your
you come,
bloodline come from your daddy,
you know,
fool.
most people on this live right now,
All of you Africans, I
they're
dealt with
walking,
you for years. I
they are
worked with you
walking
for
off of their
years.
feelings, brother. They
Then
didn't
I'm gonna
come
need
with
you
no
to get on the
receipts.
mic because that's why people are so easily talking over you because they really can't hear
Okay,
what you're
okay,
saying.
my brother. Here's what I want to say. A lot of people on this panel now, they are rocking on their feelings. They didn't come with no receipts. They didn't come with no show and tell. They just come here.
Thank you.
They
You
just
ain't came
talking
with
and
not
Thank you.
one
talking and
receipt.
talking.
I know
I'm
what
gonna
my
tell you
people
Listen,
told
something.
me. My
listen.
people
Until
are
Because
from
y'all
regardless,
Mississippi.
Africans get
All
some
my
you know what they
paperwork,
people is
say
from
about
Mississippi.
people
I ain't
that
showing you no more
there's
goddamn paperwork.
We are
listen,
Forget
chop
about
listen,
it.
chop.
listen
I
to
don't have to
Goddess.
All in
justify my
Mississippi is
piece.
Goddess
chop
ain't
You
got
chop.
to
You
need to
do
come from
nothing
justify
for
yours.
you're a
look, Goddess
Chickasaw.
only know how to cuss you
You
out.
come from
That's all she
you
know how
come
to
from
do.
Alabama. You're a
Okay, hold
Goddess
Creek.
on.
don't know how to do nothing but
All
cuss
right,
and
I got too
cry.
many cats talking
Don't
over each
nobody
other.
hear what y'all
You
saying
see what
anyway.
I'm
Go ahead,
saying,
cousin.
brother? goddess don't know how to do nothing but cuss at you.
Hey, then hold on.
I'm
Then the
not
host
showing
trying
you
to
no
talk,
more
bro.
paperwork.
Hey,
You
hold
need to
on,
come
y'all.
with
Hey,
your
listen, y'all. When the host
paperwork.
talking,
Okay,
can y'all
hold
shut
on.
up, bro?
Hold on. We got to get someone. Can't nobody really hear what y'all talking about anyway because everybody talking to each other. So let my boy Cousin speak. Cousin, go ahead, brother. And then we'll
African,
go down to
I have
Step
a
Up, and then we'll
question
go to
for
Mr.
you.
Freddie B. Go ahead, Cousin.
Yes, sir.
You said you got your formal education in Ghana. What
Yep.
was their
University of Ghana.
Okay, great. What was their historical text and teachings on slavery in Ghana?
Now, my brother, you're talking. See, Ghana was colonized by the British, okay? So the educational system is geared toward, the British system, okay? And that's a problem, okay? That is a big problem. So I get what you're getting at,
They never
but,
answered the fucking question.
lady, see, an African princess will
Jesus
not be
Christ.
cursing and
Just
talking
respond
You
to me,
asked them
brother.
one
Hey, why
question
you
and
paying her attention, bro?
I mean, the cursing is just
That's cool. That's cool.
you
uncivilized.
Hey, it's
can't
cool.
answer
It's
one fucking
uncivilized.
question.
Bro,
I'm
just
so
talk to the man,
exhausted.
bro.
I'm bored.
Foundational black people are always cussing.
I'm bored. I'm
Please.
fucking bored. You
He just
boring.
asked me an educational question,
And you
and I'm trying to
answered
educate you.
it terribly. You
Black people
failed.
always cuss because we frustrated with the garbage y'all be trying to spit to us. That's the only reason.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You better hope
So
I
it
keep
is a
cussing.
British.
When I get quiet, all right
It's a
then.
British system. It's a British system, and it's a problem because we were colonized by the British. So I mean, I went to the University of Ghana and graduated, and came over here, and I've been using my college degree to work as a social worker in America because it's equivalent. And y'all educational system here, I mean, it's an American educational system, and a lot of things have been hidden, a lot of facts. Y'all didn't learn about the slave castles in Ghana. Y'all didn't learn about that.
Yes, we did.
If it was,
Y'all
please.
just didn't learn about us until the movie when y'all come getting in. I heard what they show y'all about us when y'all get.
See, I'm asking. Let me say. I'm asking specifically, Africa. I'm asking specifically because you're right. I do understand that your education was heavily influenced by the Western neo-colonial powers, and what I am asking you is what in giving you the lessons of the slave trade, the Atlantic slave trade. What lessons did they give you? Did they tell you of the atrocities that they committed to us? Did they tell you the length of time of the atrocities? As a Ghanaian, did they include that in your educational information?
No, they're talking about the red man.
Bro,
hey, hold on. Let's hear from him.
See, this is another point I need to interject here. I get it. They skipped over what was done by America during this period in time. And so when your knowledge base comes from an incomplete history, and then
I've been in America for 25 years. I'm 50 years old. Okay,
I'm 60.
So
Keep
I
it
have
moving.
learned a lot. I've learned a lot. I learned a lot since I've been here. I know my dad gave me.
How you gonna
books,
tell somebody
books
that's
about,
been in America all their life compared to you being in America 60 years? I mean, 25 years.
Hold on real quick.
Find a job in Ghana, man. Find a job with your college degree in Ghana and get the hell out.
Hold on real quick.
Don't be proud.
Hold on.
I'm an American citizen.
Hold on.
Sweetheart.
Hold on.
I'm an American citizen, sweetheart.
Hold on.
And that's where we went wrong.
Y'all gotta stop fighting back and forth and just chill for a minute. Take a deep breath, everybody.
Take a chill pill. Then I had to drop you. I don't know what was in your background, but TikTok said something was going on in your background. Come back up without the camera, and you're welcome to come back on the panel. Cousin, just take over the live real quick. I got to do some things in the background. Continue the conversation one at a time, people. One at a time. Stop coming off the mic and over talking people. Let the people get it out, and let's have a respectful conversation. Let's have respectful dialogue so we can continue to educate the people who are here. We can't. Nobody's gonna hear your point if you're over talking each other. Nobody's gonna hear nothing. So, cousin, take over the live, please.
You don't run shit. Be quiet while the host is talking, sir. I don't know how y'all do things
Yes,
over there.
yes, ma'am.
Hey, you a gang? Hey, sister, you
All
a
right,
gangster,
step
sister.
Straight
up.
up.
Come on,
I'm
come. No,
sick of
no,
this shit.
I'll
no.
Fix
rock with
this
you
Wait a
in the.
minute.
community.
Didn't the man just say
I'll
stop
rock with you
talking
in a
over each
long
other?
way. Hey, bro,
Come
can you
on,
stop
people. We're
talking
better
now,
than
bro?
this. Let me go on and run this thing. Step up. Please say what you'd like to say.
Thank you. I like the question that you asked. I don't think African Boss got a chance to finish that. Were you finished with the question, Cousin Act? Because that was important to me.
He's dancing
Oh, the
around the fact
education.
that he doesn't know
The,
Ghanaian education did not educate him in full length the slavery that occurred in America.
So they did not
okay,
educate
so
black
No,
men.
they did not.
no, let me no no let me I said they skimmed over the information about what really happened when the Africans were taken from, the coast of West Africa and brought over. A lot of that information was not
Wait.
told to us.
You said brought over where, to America or to Africa?
Yeah, he's
No,
saying when they
to
came over
America.
to America,
Okay.
when
When they
they
came, the
came to
slave trade.
America,
Okay.
right?
This
Yes.
is
And what
my
I'm
But so,
So this is my question. So it's very unclear to you guys also what happened. So my question is, when you first came on, you were saying something about the slave castles in Africa are evidence
yes.
that, yeah, but when I watched a documentary on that, I could have sworn the people were being received into Africa,
That
and then
wasn't
they
even a
were,
castle. That was a church.
well, the church was on top, so the dungeon was underneath. And then there was a door
Yes.
of no return, but it looks like they made people lose a lot of weight, but they went into the community of Africa, not onto a
They
ship.
went.
Uh-oh.
No, no, no. So let me just summarize. So the slave trade occurred, like in the 1400s, I think 1471, where the Portuguese came and built these slave castles along the coast of Africa.
You're right,
They wanted
brother.
to start. They were doing trade, right?
I
They were
know that.
trading gold and diamonds and all that. And then they realized the slave trade, the human slave trade, was more profitable, so they started that. And the Dutch came and
Why did
defeated
we?
the
Why did we
Portuguese.
become
Okay,
African Americans in
okay. I have a
1988?
question. I have a question for him. Please let me finish.
Jesse Jackson.
They
Jesse
have
Jackson. Let me
different
summarize.
stages in that castle to
Come on,
where
sister.
they only let the very skinny and weak or people. I think they use food as a way of slavery. Do you know anything about that history? Because in that documentary, they had to go from one tunnel to the next, and if they were healthy, they couldn't fit through this door to get into Africa. Can you
Right.
So
about
the
that?
door of no return, you're
Yeah,
talking about the door of no return. The
yeah.
door of no return, people, the skinny slaves who had been starved or not fed well, were so skinny they could go through those small doors onto the ships, the slave ships
No,
that were going to transfer them across the Atlantic Ocean into the America. That's
That
where
doesn't make
so
sense,
1619,
it's
brother.
the first.
African boss. If you are so skinny, you will die on the
That
ship.
exactly. That
They
doesn't make
gave you
So
enough
sense,
it was
food.
the
They
other
gave
way
you enough food
around.
to survive.
brother. That
They gave
doesn't
you
make
enough food to
sense.
survive.
So
Nobody's
Wow.
if
gonna
you have
buy.
no
where would
food,
Nobody's
they
gonna
have
buy
Wow.
gotten
a
that food,
skinny
brother?
cow.
I
They
think it
had
was
they
the
had
other.
supplies on the ship.
Look, the only
I think
hold on,
it
wait,
was
y'all.
the
The only
other way
people that had
Whoa, whoa,
enough
whoa,
around.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
resource. Hold
whoa.
on, wait. Step,
Too
step,
many
step.
Y'all
cats
not
talking.
letting Step Up
Hold
talk.
up.
Hold
Let's
on, but
step
they
up
saying
finish,
the
bro.
wrong stuff, bro. They saying the wrong thing.
So let's
Bruh,
just. I get it. Just
nobody's
let
gonna
him
buy a
finish.
You
sick
know what was
cow.
wrong about that documentary? When they opened the door, it was toward land, not ocean. That's
Come
why
on,
I was
sister.
No,
confused.
no. And the ocean used to come all the way to the door to where the ships are. The ocean has receded. Okay,
No,
the
no.
ocean has receded. But prior to in 1400s, the ocean was clear to the door, So that's why they went through the door.
Hey, bro.
Right
Can I say
onto
this,
the
bro?
ship.
Then
It
I'm done,
sounds
bro.
like a lie.
Hey, hold on. Wait.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Because you ain't
Let's
been
step up,
nowhere.
finish,
You ain't
SoCal.
been
Then I'm gonna
nowhere,
go to
sister.
you,
You
and then
know
Mr.
how
Freddie, I'm gonna come
long
hit you.
I've been trying to understand that documentary and a
My
real
sister on point.
actor. I'm sorry. I just really am trying to get it clear.
Listen to
It just
her.
doesn't make sense that you would put somebody who's malnourished onto a 3 month ship.
That's
With
right.
a
Nobody's
little
gonna
bit
A
of
buy
lot of
food.
you.
do you know a lot of slaves, a lot of Africans died on the ships, and then they were dumped into the ocean. Do
I
you
bet
know
you
Yes,
that?
we know that,
I'm
brother.
finna bust the whole bubble
Yes.
with the
I bet
African
So,
they
thing.
weren't skinny.
Hold up,
so
bro.
the
Hold
people
up.
I'm
that
finna.
Hold
arrived
up.
here
Hold up,
Fine.
Darren.
were so strong.
You have to
Brother,
have
they
The
were
facts.
people
not
that arrived in America
Africans.
were
They
so
were
strong.
Americans. They were Americans. The whole slave trade has been reversed. Can't you get it?
Yes, and that those councils are reversed to receive, I believe,
Right.
Americans into Africa.
They were taking
Somebody messed up
Americans.
on that documentary
Oh
because
my
I was
They
like,
were
God,
taking
bro.
the
this is not
Aboriginal.
making sense.
With
They were
with
taking the
all due respect,
Aboriginal Americans from
with
America
with
and shipping them over
with
into the land of Africa.
Do you guys have
you
like a
guys are talking to
Library of
somebody.
Congress? I mean, not a
No,
library,
listen,
but do you guys
listen.
have
We're not sleep
information
anymore,
in
brother.
Africa,
We're
like
not. We,
Let
libraries?
me.
we're not buying their
Can I
history
make this
books.
point? Can I
Go
make
ahead.
this
Go ahead,
point?
African. Make
I
this
think
point.
I'm the only one on this panel who was born and raised in a country where we have the actual empirical evidence. There are slave castles all over the coast of West Africa. The British try to blow them up to clear the
That's
evidence,
not the
but the
American
ones in
slave.
Ghana, Cape
I
Coast,
don't think so either.
Elmina Castle,
Hey,
just
step up.
go
Can y'all be
online and
quiet, bro?
Google
That
Go
dude, dude.
online and Google Elmina Castle or Cape
That
Coast
has nothing to
Castle
do with us. Y'all need to
and
fix y'all
see
country,
those
man, and
castles.
let us fix
The
our own country.
castles are there as evidence of the slave trade. And
We're
we
not
have
denying there
historical
was a slave
facts.
trade, brother. We are telling you that slave trade
1471,
has
the
been put in
Portuguese built
reverse.
the slave
Hey,
castles.
then you
They
can
were
stop saying
defeated
that,
by
bro.
the
That shit
Dutch.
not valid, bro.
I'm giving you facts, and you guys are giving me
Hey, Africa, that's cool,
delusional
bro. Hey, that's cool.
denial.
Hey, that's cool,
All
bro.
right, so why are you here?
Hey, hold on.
Yes.
Why?
I got a question, bro. Listen.
Why am I where?
Hey, hold
Why are
on.
you
Wait.
on
Don't.
live?
Oh
Hit
my
it.
God, bro.
African. Respond to SoCal. Respond to Chicago.
Hey,
Come on,
hold on.
Chicago.
Listen, hear me out, bro. Y'all keep saying that the
Yes.
shit went in reverse. The white Americans weren't capable to build no goddamn boat go across the Atlantic Ocean. First of all. Second of all, bro, if those people were so-called our people, look at Liberia today. Liberia like a goddamn third world country. Liberia ain't nowhere nobody want to go vacation to. Like, why is y'all acting like
Because of
these
the
places are
war.
so? Listen, bro, those places are ran down,
The
dogs
war.
running everywhere. Y'all ain't got no refrigeration.
Because of
The
the
plumbing.
war.
Hold on, wait, bro. The plumbing barely work. Y'all barely get y'all mail delivered, bro. It's 2025. Those countries still look like you're still in the fucking 1400s, bro. Like, if that was my people, that country would be way developed than what it
Talking
is
about he
today.
proud.
Hold on, hold on.
It's brother.
Hold on, wait,
It's
bro.
easy.
Hold on,
It's
wait,
easy
bro.
for you to say that.
Hold on,
You're
bro.
not in
Hold
Liberia.
on, wait, bro. The only people that was
You're
able
not
to
the
capable.
leader of
Hey,
of
hold on, wait,
Liberia.
bro. The only people that
It's
was
Hold up,
easy
capable,
to
then.
say
Let him
that.
finish. Let him land his
then I'm
plane.
done, bro. The only people that was capable to do that was the Mali Empire, Mansa Musa. That's the only people that had enough money to travel the Atlantic Ocean, bro. You know how hard it is to travel. People don't even travel the Atlantic Ocean today.
Thank you.
So
Brother, you
for you
just said
saying that,
that
hold on,
if
wait, bro.
you were, you
Hold
just
on,
said if
wait, bro.
you
They didn't
were
even
the
have the
leader,
material. They didn't have the material to build a fucking boat in the 1400s, bro.
brother,
Y'all
it's
gotta chill
just
out,
easy for you to say that if
bro,
I was the leader.
bro,
It's easy.
bro. What?
You can
Listen,
say
bro.
that all you want to,
Hey,
but
hold
what you are
on,
saying
bro.
not factual.
Hey,
You
hold
can say
on,
that.
bro.
I could say that too if
Hey,
I was
once
the
again,
president
bro.
of
What? Hold
Liberia.
on, wait, bro.
Hatshepsut, which
brothers,
was a
brothers,
woman
we
warrior and
we
leader,
gotta
she
get some
sailed.
order. We're gonna have to get
I'm
some
trying to
order
ask
in
him
here.
one
Just let this
question,
get
bro.
right.
What
Yeah, I
material?
got you. I got you. Hear me out. The idea of him being why they're not in a better position where they're at, they've had too many mitigating circumstances on that continent in each country due to the Western neo-colonial powers interfering in their governing bodies. For sure.
Hey,
Decided that
bro,
all of the
can't
African
use
countries.
that no more, bro. When malaria did push them white people out. Malaria been pushed them out. Want to talk about it? Want to talk about malaria? You know what malaria is, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, hold on, wait. Can white Europeans sustain malaria? Yes or no?
They
gonna
can
say
now with the shot.
I'm gonna say no, but what I'm getting at, brother,
I'm saying why
is
they can't, bro.
the fact is when you have outside influences coming into your house and turning into cockroaches and tearing your house down, then you will find it a very difficult time to be able to get your house in order.
Hey, bro.
I can accept the fact that Liberia is in trouble. Most of the African countries have been infiltrated through Western neo-colonial forces, so that those nations.
Why Kenya look way better than a place like Kenya, Cameroon? Hold on, wait, brother. I got a lot of countries that developed that doesn't look like West Africa. That's in Africa. Egypt. Want to talk about it?
Liberia had a war.
Hold on.
You know they had a war.
Hold on, wait, bro. Ethiopia, East Africa.
Liberia.
Hold on, wait, bro. East Africa was way developed than West Africa, bro. Way developed. So why they being developed way better than West Africa, bro?
Thank you all for the gifts, by the way.
Liberia had a war, right? Liberia had a war. Charles Taylor.
Y'all Africans don't stop. That's all y'all know was war.
My brother, if you judging by looks, if you judging by the way a country looks and how a country is governed, it's totally different, brother. Have you ever heard of coups? Have you ever heard of the coups that take place in Africa? The leaders that have sacrificed.
Bro, that's their own people, bro. I'm not talking about their own people.
Hold on.
No, it's not their own people, brother.
That's their own people, bro.
Let me finish. Have the coups that have taken place.
That's their own people, bro.
And that's why they
let him finish his statement, bro. Go on, then.
Brother, that's why they are called coups, because coups, people can be bought, people can be threatened to line themselves up when you fear for.
This is a prime example of why people making excuses for African leaders. He's a prime example of a person making excuses for African leaders.
Right, it is true. It's going on today.
Yeah, but you making excuses for African leaders that had nothing to do with us, bro.
With reality.
You making excuses for African leaders.
Leaders who's
their own people. So you telling me their own people hate on each other, right?
Look,
so why, if their own people can't get it together, why would we link up with them, bro?
Why we want to listen to y'all?
Hold on, wait. If their own people can't stick together, why would we link with them, bro? Hold on, you just said it out your mouth. You said they can be easy to be bought, they can easily be tricked. So you why would we do business with them?
In America are not getting along, are you?
Why can't we
are not getting
along? We're getting along going against your bitch ass on this live right now.
Why can't we
you take a wild guess.
Okay, hold on.
Why can't we get together right
now? Hold on, family. Too much is talking.
Hold on. This is the host, you guys. Hold on.
It's the same thing in America.
Hey, Dan, you gonna talk over the host?
We can't even get along here.
You gonna talk over the host?
Jesus.
Okay, we can barely hear you too much.
Be quiet. Okay, I'm sorry.
We can't even get along here.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Don't act like it's just an African problem.
Hold on,
it's our problem.
Hey, why he said he talking over the host, bro?
Jesus Christ.
Because that's what they do. They cool up in Africa. Y'all still don't
slow
know.
Slow down, guys. Come on. Slow down, sister. Slow down. It's coming through. I wish everybody mute up.
Listen, I heard this brother say something that I gotta speak on. Okay, just relax. Listen. Now, man, y'all making me forget my point. I'm just trying to get the room to calm down. The brother said something. What did you say? I think it was African Boss that said we can't get along over here in America.
Yes.
That was me. That was me.
Okay.
That was Dan. Too much. That was Dan.
Okay, Dan. You're in America, right? And you're saying black people can't get along here in America?
That's what I said.
That's not true, brother.
Brother.
That's not true.
I said that too.
Okay, hold on, brother.
African Boss, that's not
we
true.
are black on this panel.
Hold on, brother.
We are black on this
panel. That's untrue. If we can't get along, we sure do know how to boycott very well. And you got to get along to do that.
Because we can't even boycott.
We sure know how to protest and stand on business very well.
Hey, can a host make his point before you cut him off?
In this country, if we can't get along. Listen, you think because we have a couple of arguments or or they hit us with that black on black crime nonsense, per capita nonsense, that we don't get along. That's not true. We wouldn't be line dancing and starting a movement with
That's
that
right.
if we couldn't get along.
Why we got the biggest Bud Bennington parade?
Well, listen, foundational Black Americans, we love each other. We got our disagreements. We got our family beefs. We got our internal struggles, just like any other ethnic group has. Small hats don't get along with small hats all the time, or there wouldn't be two sides, Zionism and the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but too much. Hey, we're in the belly of the beast.
Yeah,
They not.
Listen, we definitely in the belly of the beast.
They not though.
But I don't want to. I don't want to make that an excuse. I'm saying we are all
Too much
cold over here, more so than Africans are getting on cold over there. You know, you want to know the only time Africans get on cold? Let me tell you when only time Africans get on cold,
Tell 'em.
when it's to practice anti-black hate.
Lord have mercy.
When y'all join with the YT people to stomp down on the foundational
And
Black
that's why y'all shit.
or the indigenous
Not
blacks here.
not
That's
true.
the only time
Not
y'all
true.
get on cold.
Hey, Africa. So look, when they
Not
come,
true.
look when y'all
That's
come to,
very
hold on,
true.
wait. When y'all
Okay,
come to
brother.
America,
Okay, to
hold
the
on,
host.
Hold on, When they come to America,
No,
why they
hold
hold
on,
on, wait?
then.
Why they
Hold on.
babysit white kids though? Why don't they come to the black community and help our black sisters out with their children? But they go
I
to
know
the white
where
community.
you're going
You
with
know
and,
why?
and,
that.
and help their
We
children.
we
We're
ain't
not-
letting
They
them
pay
near our
more. They
babies.
pay more.
We're not letting them near our daughters.
So
We're not
here's
letting
what I'm
them near our
saying, brother.
sons.
Here's what I'm
Look,
saying is
you
why we
better
can't get
find.
along.
No,
We
I'm
don't
saying,
get along.
look. Here in
When it
Chicago,
comes to
all the Africans they watch the white
foundational
children.
business, when it comes to foundational business, yeah, we can dance, we can line dance, we got the hip hop, we got the swag, we got all of that.
We got country
But
music too.
but when it comes to country music, you can add that in there
We got
too.
HBCUs.
But when it comes to foundational business, when we say let's get together and we say let's boycott this Asian store, let's boycott Walmart,
What happened to Target?
let's boycott Target, let's boycott
What happened to Target?
all of these
No,
Arab
I'm saying what
stores.
happened to Target?
Now,
Y'all
I said
boycott and
Target
then
too,
go
brother.
back.
But let me say,
What happened to Target, bro?
You boycott and go back.
Here's what I'm saying is when it's time to
Bro, I
stand
don't
on
shop at Target.
business. I'm not talking about entertainment business. I'm talking about business. When we talk about, hey, let's shut them down. We don't do that. Because guess what? We still going to run to that Asian
No, the blacks of your
health shop.
generation don't stick
We
together.
should-
The blacks of mine do.
Hold on, Din.
I just want to ask a question for the foundations of the Black Americans.
Hold on, bro.
I have a
Hold
question.
Mr. Freddie B, are you there? Mr. Freddie B, are you there?
Yeah, that's
here,
where I was
sir.
going next.
I'm here, sir.
Okay.
Please give us some insight. Give us your opinions and views, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Just for Mr. Freddie, give me 1 second. Too
Okay.
much. You moved away from your mic too far. We can't hear you.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, we good.
It better, but still faded.
Okay. I'll work on that. Listen,
I can hear you good, bro.
take over the mic. I'm still working. I'm still doing some things in the background. Mr. Freddie B, I almost dropped you, brother, because I didn't hear from you. I got people in the background that want to get up. My boy Dig want to get up. Obviously, he agreed with Din because I sent him sending all these gifts over here. But let me tell you something. Black people, we do get along. But we
Step up,
also
can you drop
do
a
fight and we do disagree. Just because we have our little disagreements and y'all get to see our disagreements on the big stage, right? Everybody, when we disagree, it's news. And y'all want to make that like it's the biggest thing. And it's not. But nobody want to showcase y'all disagreement. Nobody want to showcase Africans fighting with Africans. Nobody want to showcase Caribbeans
Y'all
fighting with
see them
Caribbeans.
fight?
Nobody want to
they machete
showcase
each other.
YT people fighting with YT.
Yeah.
Nobody want to
Hey,
showcase
listen.
Hispanics when
I
they
love
fight
you,
with
man.
Hispanics. Nobody want to showcase small hats when they fight with small hats. But
That's
when
right.
we fight, y'all want to make it like grand old news. Like, see, I told
It's
you.
always
They can't
black
get
on
along.
black. Black
Man,
on
listen.
black. Black
What
on
y'all,
black.
what y'all need to understand is this: at least we don't harm nobody else's group.
For sure.
We keep it within
Yeah.
the family, and our disagreements are our own. So what? Everybody's going to disagree. That's how it works. We're not all monoliths out here. We all have our own mindset and our own views. And some people are like, we got Pan Africans that we got to deal with. We got people that I want to be African today, and I want to be foundational black tomorrow. You know, we got Indians. You know, we got all that stuff. We got many tribes. Believe it or not, we got many tribes in America. We just don't call ourselves by our tribe.
Hey,
Okay?
that's crazy. That dude moved to Kansas. He ain't move around no black
Sir,
people though.
can
How
I
many black
can I
people
have
y'all
the
have today?
opportunity?
Hold up, SoCal. We got to let Mr. Freddie go. We got to let Mr. Freddie go.
Let me just land my plane. I'm gonna let Freddie go. Listen, you gotta y'all can't keep using that gang violence as an insult to us. Okay, gang beefs are gang beefs that have nothing to do with all the foundational black Americans or all of our lineage. It has nothing. It just has something to do with gangs. There's gangs in there's African gangs. Y'all don't bring up the African gangs fighting against African gangs. Y'all don't bring up the Caribbean gangs fighting against Caribbean gangs. Y'all don't bring up the YT gangs or the Hispanic gang, but y'all
That's
always
right.
want to bring up the foundational black American gangs. And let's keep it a buck. A lot
Because
of
everybody is
that
against
gang
us,
stuff
bro.
is really immigrants. Is really black people who are immigrants who funneled their way into our culture and assimilated to us and got into our gangs. A lot of that gang stuff. We got a lot of Belizeans in LA. Not all these people are foundationally black in LA doing crime. These are Bloods and
You
Crips who
sound
happen
like
to
Trump.
be Belizean. Let's keep it a buck. But they don't believe they Belizean, even though they are. But because they done mixed in and assimilated over here so
You
much.
sound like
So
Trump.
let's keep that to a minimum.
It's not your turn to speak. Your African brother is trying to speak.
Hold on.
African boss, can you mute up, please, brother?
Mute up. So let me just say what I gotta say. But he said somebody said Belizeans are in Chicago too. So all I'm saying is a lot of that stuff y'all don't really know what's going on. Y'all talking about stuff y'all don't know about. Let street business be street business, and don't confuse the two. Don't conflate the two. Don't do that. Let the streets deal with the streets, and let black people be black people and deal with that. Don't bring up street business in with our business. We don't do that with y'all. We don't call all y'all stuff. We don't conflate y'all street business and make it all of Africans or all of Caribbeans or all of YT. So stop doing that with us. So now that I said that, Mr. Freddie B, go ahead, brother. You got the floor.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity. Yeah, I was born and raised in Ghana too, but I've been here for only 21 years, and so I will tell you my experience.
Hey, can you thank us first though? Can you thank us first?
Let him finish, man. Don't
They gotta
interrupt
start
him.
thanking us first though.
Yeah.
He said what?
I'll tell you my experience before I came here, and also my experience since I've been here. I've been listening to everybody, and it seems like everybody is a little bit, upset about something, and I understand. Before I traveled, my education was only up to junior high before I traveled. And for that, what I learned in school about the history, about the slavery, was only when the slave masters came and then took the slaves to Americas and different parts of the Caribbean. That's it. We know that they took them into slavery. That's it. That's all I knew. But then, after I traveled, and then I started to get my high school diploma online to get American high school diploma. That's when I learned about American history. And that history, it gave me more information about what happened after people get to Americas as slaves, what actually happened. And I knew that even those books, they did not tell the full story, but it gave me different insight. And when I came to the United States in 2004, I went to the library and then I started learning more. I even came home one day with a whole bunch of, these episodes of Roots. And I know it was a movie, but it also gave me more insight about the struggles and what people have gone through. And for me, that was a teachable moment because I realized that the strength and the ability that the Black people here, what they've gone through, and they still be able to come up with all these cultures, all these things that has spread the whole world. it actually made me more proud as a black person, the resilience and everything.
What?
And so the stuff that we used to see back home was
Those
all
fans
these
are rude.
movies that we see that they've used to brainwash us about what African Americans look like or what they do, which is not true. Because I know better that African Americans have contributed so much into America and into the world. And so my understanding is so much different. I understand much more. And I really appreciate the fact that they've paved the way for me to be able to be here and do what I do to
That's
support my
right.
family back home. That's really important thing that a lot of Africans that I know, that I associate with, we understand that and we give that credit and we have that respect. Now, when we go to Africa, what's happening in Africa? Africans have been brainwashed and also still going through hard times because of the colonialism. This is not an excuse. This is fact. What happened in Africa and happening
People
right
going
now,
off. Like I said,
it's really important for us to understand that yes, we do have bad leaders. That's fact. But at the same time, there is a system put in place to make sure that Africa doesn't develop or Africa doesn't move forward. Because if Africa move forward, every black person in this world will, whether you consider yourself African or you have anything to do with Africa, it will affect you positively. But they don't want it to see
Y'all
that.
gotta shit or get up off the
Hold
pot
on.
though.
No.
Hey, hold on, wait, bro. So if that's the case, bro,
Please
look,
let me finish.
hold on. No, I know what I'm saying. If that's the case, bro, why you don't get your money and because look, you came to a country where they ancestors are that came to. Make it make sense. You ran from a country that been colonized, right? But you came to a country where they forefathers are from. They created a country.
Brother,
Make it make sense.
You know what, cousin? You know what?
Hold on, wait, because hold on, wait, bro.
You are too ready.
America, hold on, wait, bro. America was built by Europeans, so-called Europeans, right? If you African, why would you want to move to a country full of Europeans?
I did not
Let-
run. I
yeah,
did not
finish,
run.
Freddie B.
I did not run. I did not run here as a refugee or anything.
I didn't
You
say
didn't
that.
flee.
I
You didn't
came.
flee from your country.
No, I did not flee. I came here because my wife is from here, and I go back to Ghana every year. And so what I'm saying is that what's going on in Africa, there's a system that has been put in place that they're making sure that Africa doesn't develop, but it's still a work in progress that people are doing the best they can to make it better. Now,
Y'all got nothing but African leaders, bro.
me personally,
Bro, hey, hold on, wait, bro. So you telling me y'all got European leaders in Africa?
Hold on, SoCal. Hold on, SoCal. Let him finish. Let him land his plane.
So you sound like he got European.
Wrap it up, Mr. Freddie B. Wrap it up.
Okay. Let me wrap it up. I know that we don't have Europeans as presidents or anything, in Africa right now. But but there is a system that's running the world that we have to understand it. That system running the world, is so critical for us to understand. Look at Ibrahim Traore right now, that he stood up to help his people. They've tried every ways and means to kill him. This has been happening. And so let me cut it short that for me personally, I love my African American brothers and sisters. I have respect for them. I appreciate everything they do. And to me, I will not have any problem with them.
Well, can you stop calling us African Americans then?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know that was something. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because we're not from a continent, bro. That's an insult.
What should I call them? Sorry, I didn't know.
Black Americans.
Just
or
American will be fine, or Black American.
Or Black American. Look,
okay,
we don't want to be called Africa because that's a continent.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. This is the first time I know.
We don't call you African American. We call you Ghana American.
Come on, brother. The man don't apologize. Shut up.
I'm just giving an example, bro.
This is the
we call
first
them
time
Ghana Americans. We don't call them
I've learned that.
bro.
This is
Just
the
shut
first
up.
time
The
I've
man
learned that.
apologized.
If he
He
didn't know
And
or
I'm
he
so
didn't
proud
know,
of
we're
that.
gonna
Tell
let it
nobody
ride
shut
and
up, man.
slide and keep this conversation
Hold
moving.
on, hold on. This is
That
the
was
whole.
good.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. This is.
I think
Hold on.
I've talked
Hold
enough.
on,
I think I've
Mr. Fred.
spoken enough.
Thank you, Freddie B.
Thank you,
Let me
Mr.
say this.
Freddie B.
Let me say this, and I'm gonna open back up the panel. Let me say this. See, you broke all that down, Freddie B, and I appreciate you breaking that down. Right? You broke all that down. We understand that Africa has also been under attack. Africa has also been not allowed to develop. We understand that. But here's the problem with that. The problem is, again, the young Africans that come over here, usually within the 35 and under group, right? And they try to act like Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, haven't built anything because they don't know our history. But y'all can make excuses for you're not being able to develop, but you can't understand why we used to have banks and now we don't have as many banks. We used to have a bunch more HBCUs, but now we only have the ones that we have right now. We used to have thriving Black communities all over America, but now we only have a few thriving Black communities in America. You know why that is? Because it's the same system, the same colonizer that is able to take over the majority of your resources and make 90% of you guys in poverty and only leave 10% able to do something over there.
And they move here
It's
to
the
America.
same thing they've been doing to us here. It's just it's just one different thing that y'all don't have that we have. We have resisted them every single time.
That's right, Too Much.
We build our Legos, and they come and knock them
With
back
13%.
down. And then
With
we build
13%.
them again, and they
They're
come
the belly
back
of the beast. Y'all
and
couldn't
knock them
survive.
back down.
They're
That
the
is
belly of
the
the
difference.
beast. Y'all couldn't do that.
Hold on.
They couldn't do that.
We have the resilience enough to keep building and not stop. We have the resilience enough to keep inventing and not stop. We have the resilience enough to keep bringing the innovation to this country and not stop. We have not given up on ourselves. We haven't fled to Africa. We didn't flee to
That's
Brazil.
right, Too Much.
We didn't flee to the Asian countries. We didn't flee to the UK. We stayed in our homeland and we continue to build in spite of.
And we made white clothes. We made white clothes look good.
Too much.
But you
Too
gotta
much.
understand.
Too much.
Hold
Can
on,
I say
Dan.
this?
Hold on, Dan.
Too much. Can I say this?
Hold on,
No, I
brother.
wanna say
Hold
this to
on,
Too
brother.
Much.
Hold
I'm talking
on,
to Too
brother.
Much right now. Too much.
Hold
Let me
on,
say
The host is talking, bro.
Jesus Christ. When I say hold on. Listen.
I didn't know I was
This is
talking to
what
the
it
host.
is. This is what it is. Listen. We keep building. So when we don't feel sorry, when you say, oh, the white man's keeping us down, oh, it's the government, we say, so what? Our government is even more corrupt than your government.
Who bumping the music, man?
It's them haters, man.
But he a proud
That's them
guy.
haters,
I don't know
boy.
what the
Hey,
hell
look,
y'all
hey,
talking about.
we ain't popping. We ain't got no haters.
We don't feel sorry for none of that because we went through it worse than y'all ever could have gone through with it.
And we in the belly of the beast.
So when y'all give us y'all Cry Me a River story, we say, so what, nigga? We was in slavery.
We in the belly of the
And then
beast.
everybody else bring their hatred with them to us.
Y'all Cry Me a River story. We say, so what? We had Jim Crow. We had
Too much
over here. Okay.
Hey, do you hear the slaves in South America complaining? Hold on, South America got way more African slaves than we got. You hear them complaining?
Yeah, listen.
Let me say this.
Relax.
I just want to say this real quick.
We are not complainers over here. We understood everything that's happened to us, and in spite of, we decided to be successful and achieve anyway. We didn't have to flee to another man's country to do it. We stayed 10 tones down in the country that we were in and built up the best we could do in our country. And all that 14%, we're not even the 14%. We are the majority ethnic group.
That's what I was going to say. Too much.
Country. We've always been the majority ethnic group in this country. The moment you use white and black, that's how we get smaller. But the moment you say
what I was going to say,
foundational Black Americans are, the indigenous blacks, some of us have African ancestry, a lot of us have European ancestry. We had our ethnogenesis. We banded together. We said F the clan, F the tribes, and we said, listen, we are one people and we're gonna build and we're gonna be fabulous. That's what we decided. Now y'all held on to your tribes. Y'all held on to your clans. Y'all held on to that stuff, and y'all decided to demonize each other instead of going after the puppet leadership that is controlling you all.
Like
That's not
Nelson
our
Mandela
fault.
did.
And too much.
That's
This is
not
what
our
I want
fault.
to say.
That's
Like
not our
Nelson
fault.
Mandela did.
Too much. This
That's
is what
not
I
our
want
fault.
to say.
Hey,
All
I'm
I'm
glad we had no
saying,
leader like
I
Nelson
think
Mandela.
I think that you guys.
Hold on. I just want to say
Let me just make a point real quick. I've been quiet for a
I
while.
got a feeling I'm
I
not gonna give
just
a fuck what you think, but
too
let's
much.
hear it.
Too much
I just
said
think that
that
you
we are
guys
not.
are
He don't
looking
even
at
recognize
We
his
can't
own.
hear
from a
both of
very
y'all at the same
simplistic
time.
point of view.
Because I wanted to
You
say
are
this
looking
too
at
much.
this whole issue from a very simplistic point of view,
We're gonna let
and
you
I
speak.
think y'all.
Den, go ahead. Finish. Say what you want to say.
All right, too much. You hit it dead on point. And I heard somebody said the 13%. Let's remember, we get these numbers from our oppressors. They telling us it doesn't make sense to me if we are the foundational black and we are the aboriginals. How in the hell we keep multiplying and they are decreasing in their numbers? How in the hell are we the 13% of the so-called population?
Can I explain it to you?
Ask him what he's
Hold on,
classified
wait.
in.
Hey, Derek, can I explain it to him? Well, first of all,
Yeah.
it's a lady named Margaret Sager, bro, that unalived 22 million.
It doesn't matter how
Hold
many
on,
she
wait. I'm just
alive.
letting you know that was 22 million people. You ain't even counting.
It
You
doesn't
feel?
matter.
So look, check this out, bro. When we in America, we not just saying, oh man, this our colonized. We just going off what they go off of. When I say 13%, I'm comparing even the people that classify as white. That's not white. You feel me? I'm just talking about we the only group that stand 10 toes down on
Yeah.
business. Nobody like us, bro. Ain't
We
nobody like us at all.
outnumbered them. Stop talking about we the 13% of the population. This is our
All right,
land.
what's the percentage we is then? Inform me then. Help
We
me
are
out, brother.
more than
Now that I can
75%.
get with.
I help me out then, bro. What percentage are we in?
We are more than 75% of this population.
I'm glad somebody sees that.
Hold on.
Hey,
Look up.
hey, hold
Look
on,
up
wait,
now.
bro.
Hold on. Listen to this fact here. If you look on the geographical map, and I'm not trying to support Africa.
And how many black people you got in Wyoming?
Listen. I'm not trying to support Africa, but look on the geographical map. Africa is the smallest country on the map, but square miles, Russia is number one, Africa is number two. Don't
Okay,
buy
that's
that.
cool, bro.
Don't buy that.
How many black people you know from
Don't buy
Wyoming,
that
bro?
whole illusion of talking about we are only 13%.
Since there's so many of us, bro.
That's not a valid argument, Chicago. I got to tell you, that's not a valid
No, I'm
argument.
saying, bro. It's so many of us, bro.
China,
It's a lot of us. It's a lot
Russia,
of black people, bro. I got a
Greenland,
question.
you can fit
Hey, hold
all
on,
of
wait.
those
Hey, how
countries
many
into
black
Africa.
people? Hey, cousin. How many black people you know from Idaho? We deep.
No, brother, because that's not what we did. No, because we moved where we were.
No,
There were
bro,
some of us who moved into the more rural parts of the country.
Come on, brother.
I'm just saying, bro. We
Most
black,
of
we
us
been in
moved
America.
to the
Look,
city where the
how old you are?
rest of us migrated to when we
That's
came
cool,
from
bro.
the
Hey,
south.
but you 60
He
years old,
trusting
right?
the words of his oppressor.
Hey,
Yes,
hold on,
sir.
wait, bro. Hey, cousin, you 60, right?
Yes, sir.
Out of your 60 years, how many people you know from Idaho? Wait.
None. I haven't traveled to Idaho,
And
so
how
I
many
couldn't
people are in
give you
Idaho?
really an educated answer on that question.
I travel. I play college football. Only black people that's in Idaho are the college football players. The population of Idaho. That's why I said, listen, bro. Even when we watch sports
Okay,
in these stadiums.
number the people
Hey,
that.
hold on, bro.
Number those people
Hey,
in
hold on,
Idaho.
bro. Hey,
Because you
who
travel.
packed them stadiums, cousin?
All right.
When you watch the
The
Super Bowl.
dominant society.
Give us the numbers.
So
The dominant society has always held a meritorious manumissions position when it comes to FBA. You are either saving their property, protecting their lives, or protecting their livelihoods.
Okay, let me say this.
If you are or entertaining them, should I say? If you are not doing these three things as an FBA, they have found a way to minimize everything about your existence.
I just figure reality,
Exactly.
bro. I live in a
Okay,
real world.
okay, hold on. Let me say this real quick. Let me let everybody's been talking. Goddess has been able to chime in, but let me let Goddess get her chance to stand on business and say it with her chest, whatever she want to say. And then we got to go to my brother
I was
Dad
just gonna
Negro.
ask. I was just gonna ask him, Soka. If you disagreeing with the number of 75 that he put forward, what is your number of percentage that you saying? Like 13%?
About such as FBAs.
Yeah.
Well,
Of the black.
You're talking about the overall population, right?
I'm going off the black population, such as 47 million black people,
So that's
compared to 277 million whites. That's all I'm going against.
you
That's it.
That's a
saying it's
misnomer, bro.
277 million whites?
Yes, for sure.
That would be incorrect.
Hey,
Jesus
can I pull it up
Christ.
for you, bro? I'm just going off I'm just going off what I got.
No, what we're saying,
I'm just going off.
is
Look what
that
I'm
they
saying.
would be
That's why I was asking
classified
the
as
Africans
British,
what they are
French,
classified as.
or other European nations that they've come here as.
Brother.
They do not all get to or classify themselves as
Hey, brother,
YT.
that's cool.
When they break down and classify them according to their not their location.
What's the black population here in America?
We are larger than all of the other
give me the
groups.
number.
Too Much pulled that
So I
up
can look it up.
last
Listen,
week.
Here are the numbers.
All
Listen.
immigrants come in
Hey,
is
hold on, bro. Go pull it
classified
up.
as
Fuck you.
white.
Hold on. Let me give you all the numbers, okay? The
Go
numbers
pull it up.
are 50 million foundational black Americans, or we include our indigenous copper colored people up in there, so they're all one. There's 50 million of us. Now, the next largest group is 45 million German, YT people who identify as German Americans. Then you have your Mexican Americans. They're third. There are about 35 million Mexican Americans. Then there's Irish. There's about 30 million Irish Americans. And then your English Americans, the ones the so-called pilgrims, the so-called, colonial brothers, English Americans, there are only 24 million. We are the largest ethnic group by population. And we've always been. They've always had to mix their numbers in. And when you get to Italians, there are less Italians over here. When you get to small hats, that's a really small community. You see what I'm saying? It gets smaller.
Yeah, but that's why they always put their numbers together. Okay.
Listen, Jamaicans,
You know what I'm talking about.
Nigerians, if you start breaking it all down, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. We are the largest population in this country.
If they put all their numbers together, right, as which they do, right? Which they do, right?
They do.
So
They include
we're
Hispanics too,
on
by
the
the
same
way.
page. When they put all their numbers together, that's what I'm going based off of. I'm not. Of course, I know it's broken down as Germans or Scotland, Ireland,
Right.
but all together, they outpopulate us all together.
But
Okay,
you're
so what I'm
missing
saying-
you're missing
The
one
only
thing.
reason that they outpopulate us is when they combine their other forces.
You're
Hold on,
missing
wait.
it.
Look, that's just like when light skinned Mexicans come here. They don't classify as Hispanic, classify as white.
That's
talking
what
about no
that's why
Mexicans.
your number's off.
No,
We ain't talking about. We talking about
Even the Africans, they're classified as white too.
That's why your numbers are off.
It's nothing else, sister. When I say that, because they not gonna be, oh man, I'm German American. They're gonna be on one accord because they live on code.
Right.
So they not gonna say, oh man, I'm German.
Let me tell you what.
They're not gonna use that.
Let me help you out. So
He's
so
not
Polish, let me
getting
help
it.
you out.
I don't know why, but he's not getting it.
The word YT is a code. The word black is a code. That's all that is. It's
That's
how
right.
it's how
Meaning
you
trying to
get on
keep us
code.
dead at mine.
That's how they keep you
That's
on
all
code.
I'm saying.
They
They
label
live on
one
code, we
is
not.
the life code, one is the unalive code, whatever. That's the code. But when we use the term black, we don't use it for their code. We use it because of the culture that we built here. We use it because of the consciousness that we have here. It has nothing to do with their code. We just took that word back that they meant to harm us with and flipped it and put positive energy and frequency behind it, which is powerful. That's how it's able to permeate the globe. That's
And
how
we ain't
it's
scared of the
able
dark.
to permeate the globe because we
Somebody
switched
on
the
point right
frequency
now.
on it. It's called spells. We broke the freaking spell. Then, be quiet, sir. We broke the spell when we used that word black. We broke it, and now it's now it's a power word. That's what we did, and that's all it is. So understand that white and black is by itself is a code. It's a codified language. It's saying, do you get on code with what YT talking about, or do you get on code with what
It's
black
the
is talking
game of
about?
chess.
That's
Thank you,
exactly
bro.
white
That's
and
all I was
black.
saying.
Game
Hold on,
of chess. You got your YT pieces and you got your black pieces. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna take ground? Who's gonna dominate this area? That's what it is, family. Get hip to the game. This is chess, not checkers. Go ahead.
Come on, host.
But the key to it is that they are all united. All whites are united. We ain't.
For sure.
That's what he's saying.
Well, that's all I'm saying.
That's what you was trying to say, not the 277 million.
Well, you know what I mean. I ain't got to break it down.
Hold on, Dig. Let me explain to you. Black is united in America. We don't know what y'all doing over there in Africa, but we are definitely united over here.
Stop lying to yourself,
you can't say
brother.
that. No, then
lying to
you need
yourself.
Stop lying to yourself, brother.
Hold on, what you mean? Hold on, when you say that, and you say he lied to you. So what you mean by that? Like such as crime?
We are on code over
Like,
here.
what you mean by that?
We've been listen. If we wasn't on code, we couldn't have had the silence protest, which was 10,000 foundational Black Americans in 1917. If we wasn't on code, we couldn't have did the boycott of Selma and got the buses to change they code. If we wasn't on code, we couldn't have got civil rights passed.
They don't understand they was never around.
We couldn't got birthright.
This is what I'm saying. If we
wasn't on code, we couldn't got the world to rise up when what happened to George Floyd.
Hey, do you read the MNK files?
Hold on.
Hey, too much. Do you read the MNK files too much?
Million Man. Oh yeah, let me not forget the Million Man March.
Yeah.
We are
too much. Did you read the MNK files?
That's right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you this, brother.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Then.
I went to the Million Man March. I went to the Million Man March. I saw all of
You
us.
pitiful. Then you pitiful.
Thank you for that compliment. And
That's what I'm saying, man. You pitiful.
And I agree with you. I'm pitiful. I went to that Million Man March. But let me tell you, we are not on code, because if we were on code, we would be standing on business. The Malcolm X told us a revolution does not happen peacefully marching.
Hey, did you read the MNK file? Yes or no?
I ain't talking about no MLK. I'm talking about the.
No, I'm saying. Listen, what I'm saying, bro.
I'm talking about what
Malcolm. That's why they unalive, because look, they was going to the white. They was going. Look, he had 3,000 people with him that living on code. He said, "Look, bro, we gonna sleep outside the White House just to get y'all more jobs." So, who he had? Some white people or black people with him?
And what happened since then?
Bro, he was unalive.
No, what really happened since then?
What you mean? What happened since then?
Ronald Reagan decided to trade
pew-pews
for DRUGS and put them in our community.
Hey, Lyndon B. Johnson, what happened, bro? You know what happened after Lyndon B. Johnson, right?
I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, hold on, wait, Dan.
If there were changes made.
Hold on, real quick. Listen,
bro, don't play that.
We gotta move this on. We gotta move it. Dig, go ahead, Dig. The floor is yours. Then we're gonna go to EGP, and then we're gonna go back down to Darren Phillips. Go ahead, Dig.
All right. Thank you for bringing me up, brother. You see, Too Much, I want to talk about what you just said. I know you said breaking down the black tribes by race, by tribe or ethnicity in America, which definitely FBA or blacks in America are going to be the larger group, right? So I get that. But here's the thing. White people are more united than all of us who have melanated skin.
You mean they live on code?
Yes.
Nobody's saying that. They are definitely on code, and they know.
Okay.
They're not more united. They fight worse than more than us.
And when I'm saying this,
not so much. Hold on, Dig. Let me see. I'm gonna let you finish. But it's not so much that they're more united than us.
There you
go.
go.
They get on code against one specific group.
Against us melanated.
United is
no, not all melanated, bro. Don't try to put us with y'all, bro.
They listen.
Stop doing
Wait,
that.
wait. Hold on.
Get on
Stop
code
doing that, bro.
Let me address this guy right here.
anti-black sentiments, which is
You're saying melanated, bro.
They
You
bring
gotta
y'all
quit with
into
y'all,
the
bro.
fold. They
Hold
bring
on,
y'all
the
into
host
fold.
is trying to,
Hold
you
on,
know,
I'm
he's
saying this
intelligent while we
to her.
ignorant. Y'all need to respect the host speaking.
Hold on. They bring a lot of the Africans in. See, the Africans are also a colonizing group. Just so you know, they bring them into their fold when it benefits them. Now they still son them. They still put y'all on school buses when y'all come in America. They run y'all through school buses and say African Union, but they put y'all on actual school buses, not in limousines. Okay, so they still son y'all, but they bring y'all in as a colonizer group also, and y'all get on code with them.
Willingly.
Everybody gets on
They be
code
saying they white
when
kids.
it comes to anti-black hate or anti-black sentiments. The
Go
Hispanics
too
fall in
much.
line. The Afro-Latinos fall in line. The Caribbeans fall in line. Everybody falls in line when it's against us. They're on code for that. They're on code. But if you break them down ethnically, Germans don't really rock with the French. They don't really rock with the Italians.
don't.
I mean,
They don't rock with the Latinos or none of that.
They're all scattered, but they know how to get on code for one thing against us. Now that's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Not melanated people. though.
Okay. So wait.
Not melanated. Not melanated people. though.
Wait,
do with the melanated.
brother. Wait. I'm talking to the host. What's wrong with you?
Go ahead, Dig.
What's wrong with your name? Dig your guts out, but I ain't gonna do
Who's
it.
talking to you? I'm not talking to you. Mute your mic. I want to talk to the host.
Go ahead, Dig.
I was talking to you.
Mute your mic. I want to talk to the host.
Okay, do you have something to say?
I said I don't have time for your nonsense.
Talk to the host.
Do you
Talk
have
to the
something
host,
to
Dig.
say?
Get your smelly ass on,
You
bro.
guys just want to
Do you have
interrupt. I don't
something
have
to
time for
say?
disrespectful people. Let me talk to the host.
I don't got time.
Bro, you letting a woman get you out of
Then
body.
say what you gotta say.
Hold
Fool.
on. I got things
You gonna let me talk to the host or not?
Let Dig finish. Go ahead, Dig.
Speak up.
Goddess, I love you. I don't care what
Jesus
you know.
Christ.
No matter what.
All right.
You funny,
So-
and I love you.
Thank
you,
you.
Goddess.
All right. So here, you see how you say they get united, white people get united against you guys, right? Do you not think that happened in Africa? You know about the scramble of Africa? They did the same thing in the continent. So it's not just you guys. It's anything melanated. Okay? We
It's
know
not.
that's a fact.
It's not.
White tea
Because they know-
supremacy.
And why did they come to the
I ain't seen
continent? Why did they come
My
to the
thing
continent
is,
of
y'all
Africa?
come over
need
here
to get on code.
with your
They don't
struggle.
need to get on code to smack a few Africans around, but they need to get on code to smack Black Americans around. They don't
Are
need
you
to get on code to do that, brother, because y'all are on code with them. Dig, listen, y'all are already on code with them. They don't need to get on code to smack y'all around. Y'all are already on code with them. They
You're talking
need to get on
about you're
code
talking
to
about
smack
in
us
America.
around.
You're
Yes.
talking about in America.
Yes.
I'm talking about on the African continent.
We don't care
On the
about
African continent, they don't need to get
Hold
on
on.
Let the host dig him.
Listen, they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing. I've told you on your panel here that there's two types of Africans on the continent that we don't even agree with each other because of them who are patronizing white supremacy. I've told you this on this panel, right? So, yes, we have Africans on the continent that do not like white people being there, okay? And we know those Africans who identify like that, who practice their religion, who embrace their culture, who
there you
embrace
go.
everything the white man does.
There you go.
We have
There
that
you go.
fight
There you
going
go.
on our continent.
Why
Okay?
y'all unalive them because they praise Jesus.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the host. You could mute up.
Hey man, you don't understand.
But then you want to come over here and talk unity. You think you gonna talk to us like that? Who the fuck you think you is?
I'm talking to the host.
Interrupt, and this is not a good conversation.
I don't got much time.
You ain't even saying nothing that the host want to hear because you
He
keep
ain't
going
saying
back
shit.
and forth on what you saying. You contradicting yourself.
You see how we unified, bro?
You contradicting yourself.
So now let me ask
Y'all
this.
unified, bro? I'm gonna ask you this.
Let me ask this.
What continent you from? What country you from that continent called Africa?
Are you oppressed? Are you oppressed on your land?
Yeah, but
What
y'all in the
country you
West.
from?
Yeah, everybody.
And what you need to say, man?
Right now, are you oppressed?
You are under Western
I'm bored.
colonial
They're so boring.
authority.
You got an American
You
flag
are
up
being
there.
oppressed
hold on.
as a person of color.
Hey, how you gonna ask us if we oppressed?
I'm asking.
But look how
I'm
living,
asking
though.
right now.
I'm
We've
looking
been
better than you.
oppressed since we
Is
met
Black
all you
America?
foreigners.
Is Black America oppressed on their land?
No.
We
What you
trying to
think,
take it on
Sherlock?
y'all
I
spirit.
got
Hey,
black
but he's
privilege.
No.
Nigerian. This is how
No,
Nigerian.
listen.
No.
Right, he's got white talking points. Get to the
No, I'm
hey yo,
asking. I
get
want
to
to
the
understand.
point.
Under colonial white.
Hey, do I look oppressed?
Everybody on the globe.
Hey, hold on, wait,
I
bro.
think
Do I
it's
look
my
oppressed
time to
though?
talk, buddy.
If
Hey,
not,
Diggs,
Yeah.
Diggs. You
Next.
ain't
Man,
got to
listen,
your
listen,
point.
listen.
You ain't
Then
said what you
why?
wanted to say.
Then why do we keep hearing it on the media?
Media?
Why do we keep hearing it?
Hold
Are
on,
you
move to our
listening to the
neighborhood.
white tea mainstream
Hold
media?
on, wait,
Yes.
cuz. Hey,
No,
look, let
That's
us
his
want to listen
ally.
to that. I
young
don't. I
guys
really
get
don't.
these
But
dudes,
why
G.
they still? Why
Hey,
are
hold on,
there's
bro.
blacks who are promoting
Hey,
it on that
hold
media?
on, bro. Listen, bro. Do I look oppressed? You looking at the media? This real. Look, I'm real.
Yeah,
Look,
because there's
hold on,
blacks
wait,
who
bro.
are
I'm
saying it
real.
on that
Hey,
media
hold
too.
on, bro. You said
Go
the
ahead.
media. What black neighborhood you live in?
Shit.
What
I'll
black
wait.
neighborhood I live in?
Yes.
He don't.
You in America. Hold on, wait. You in America. What
Shit.
black neighborhood you live in, bro?
He don't.
Hold
Of
on.
course, I live in Dallas.
No,
What
I didn't.
neighborhood,
Hold on,
fool?
wait.
Yeah, of course I don't.
I asked you. No, hold on, wait.
Of course,
Hold on,
of,
bro. Hold on. You
of course,
deflecting.
there's
I
black
don't
people
do
who are
that,
around
bro.
me who live.
I asked you
There's
what
black
black
people around
neighborhood
me
you
who.
live in.
Okay, so what do you mean by black neighborhood? Because there's black people who live around me right now.
No, bro. We ain't gonna do that. We not
He
gonna
Okay,
live
do that.
around all
You
his
could be in
kind and
Dallas
white
in the
folk.
suburbs. So once again, do you
yes.
live amongst black people? Yes or no?
No, do you
No,
live
no,
amongst
I don't live.
Africans or do you live amongst
I don't live.
Americans?
Listen.
I'm listening.
Fuck wrong with
Listen.
y'all.
I bought a
Man,
house
We
out here.
been listening.
Hold
What you
on.
got to
Hold
say?
on, brother.
Let him finish his point. Let him get to it.
He's
Go on,
stuttering
brother.
now.
God
He's
damn
stuttering
it.
now.
What's the problem? I don't stutter, brother.
Okay,
Give
what
us
you
the answer,
stay
brother.
on
Okay,
the
so
point?
I live in a red county. Let me make it. I'll leave it like that.
Bro, Dallas is a blue city, bro.
You live in a red state.
Right, but because I live
You
on
live
the
in a red
outskirts
state.
of Dallas right now,
Dallas is a blue city.
I moved away from the city, and I bought me a house out here in the red county.
Okay, so you telling me that you don't even live? So okay, when you were living around black people, you seen black kids walking around no shoes, they want to eat, they
Yeah.
starving.
What? No, say that again. Sorry.
And you ever moved it? I'm saying, listen, bro. How long you been in America, bro?
I've been in America since 1977.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
And I spent 14 years in Africa.
So how you
Wow.
ever been how you ever lived in a black neighborhood since you been here?
Since I've been here?
These Africans are a damn problem.
See, I can't even talk.
Bro, it's a yes or no.
Okay, I've lived in a black neighborhood in North Dallas where there's a lot of black people who live there.
Where?
In the north city of Dallas, yes.
And Oak Cliff, right?
No, not Oak Cliff. But
Why
I've
you
been
not-
to
so-
Oak
so
Cliff.
look.
Hold on. I've been to Oak Cliff. I've been to South Dallas. I've been to Rochester Park. I hang out there with black Americans. We go for cookouts.
Do they
I
look?
go out-
Hold
I
on,
hang
wait.
with
How
their
can you hang
families,
around
yes.
people that's oppressed? Do they
Huh?
got money to buy grills? They
What
got
I'm
money to cook?
saying is when the media when black
I ain't talking
people
about the
in
media. I'm talking about your real experience. Fuck the media. You keep saying the media.
Okay.
I'm saying, bro, you
Okay.
live among black people here in America, right?
Right,
What they
right.
oppressed?
Well, I see the police treat them badly out here.
Hey, I'm done with you, bro. I don't ask so many questions. I'm done.
I see that.
I'm done asking you questions.
Okay,
Our
okay,
spirit
y'all.
is-
All right, yeah, come on, Najee.
Hold on. Niji got to go, and then we gotta wrap it up. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get up out of Niji. Go ahead and get yours
Yeah,
off.
man.
brother.
So when it comes to all this, I don't even know. Is there a prompt? Is there a prompt I'm supposed to follow?
No, man, free flow with it.
All right. So when it comes to all this, man, honestly, me as an FBA, Black American, I'm sick of this whole diaspora wars nonsense. Because here's the thing: we are at the top of the diaspora. Everybody else in the diaspora needs us. Okay. So when we sit here and we claim who we are as a people, we have a different story than every single 54 nations in Africa, all the islands in the Caribbean, and all the nations in South America and Central America. We have a different story than all of y'all. Y'all got a different story from us. So we have the right to separate ourselves and call ourselves whatever
No,
we want to
then
call
let
ourselves. Hey,
this
man,
woman
chill.
talk.
Chill.
I ain't gonna let this woman talk. I'm gonna talk to you, goddess.
Well, after
Okay,
her.
you can DM her. You can DM her when we get off of this, man. What? But anyway, we have.
That's a dude that's talking, man. That's a guy.
We got the right to claim whatever we are. Y'all don't sit here and tell LGBTQs that they can't call themselves whatever the hell they want to call themselves. Y'all don't tell transgenders that they can't be a man or a woman even if they not. So why the hell do y'all think y'all got the right to tell us that we from Africa, even though we have been through it 2 ethnogenesises on this continent here in America? It takes 250 years to make a new group of people. We have been out of Africa for 400 years plus, even if we came from there, because most of us didn't come from Africa. So y'all don't have any right to tell us who we are or what we want to be. We are trying to create a whole new destiny for ourselves because every name that this country has given us, we have not chosen.
And then the crazy part is they've been colonized. They country still look like shit.
Exactly. Y'all still over there. Y'all telling us, y'all talking about
fucking huts
and all this nonsense and black unity, but y'all ain't united all 54 black countries over there yourselves. So don't tell us, the united people in this country, what the hell to do. And real talk, every single hold on. Hey, bro,
that's why I was gonna get with the Africans. The only Africans over there.
Let this man finish his point.
Ain't nobody on. Listen to him. Ain't nobody on this panel.
Go ahead.
Let me know when I could respond.
I'm finna land.
It ain't no response. The show is over. You done. Let Neji speak.
None of y'all have the right to tell us who we are.
You so
In fact,
mad.
every single one of y'all should be standing the F down and watching what the hell we doing, because none of y'all have a control over your continent. Stop talking to me, bruh. Stop talking to me. You have no right to tell me as an FBA what to do, bro. You came to my country. You were in my country, bro. You follow what the hell we do, just like these YT people do. Y'all don't know who the hell we are, bruh. When we move, this nation moves.
Let me tell you why.
Don't take your bitch ass off of mute.
Let me tell you why. Do you want to hear my reason why?
This world moves, bro.
Do you want to hear my reason?
Let him finish, Dig.
Okay, I'll finish.
Okay, go ahead and land your plane real quick.
I'm done, bro.
Hey, hey, follow me, bro. Link up, bro.
We need to stop.
I like you, young boy. Hey, you good, bro. You ain't got to explain yourself to nobody. Link up, bro. Follow me, bro. We
in a whole ass war zone. These people want to downplay.
Hey, bro, don't let them throw you off, bro. You could lock in, bro. You feel me?
And I'm landed, man. We good.
Hey, we had a symbol that y'all only paid.
How you pronounce your name?
It's Neji. It's Neji.
Neji? All right. Thank you very much for coming up, brother. We appreciate you.
Go ahead, cousin.
Before you get into this too much, let me go and get this out right quick since I got 75 cats up in here.
Go ahead.
Do not forget, we are followers of the new black media. Professor Black Truth, The Black Authority, 𝗔𝗯ance Nasheed, Vicky Dillon, 𝗖cie 𝘁𝗁𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀, Philip Scott, Afro Elite, and a host of other young brothers and sisters are out here rocking with us to keep us on code and keep us in line. If you are not rocking with the new black media, you don't know where we going and you left behind.
I've been on that since I've been with the black media so long, it's ridiculous.
But let me say this here. Now, this brother,
I gotta end it, brother. I gotta end the show, brother. Listen.
Hey, go on, end it on a good note, bro.
Yeah, listen.
So, Cal, you're gonna have to let this man get a complete sentence in before you interrupt anybody else. I love you, bro, but you can just interject. Go on, Too Much. Get out of here.
Anytime I can talk,
too much.
Anytime I can talk, I'm gonna talk. I ain't gonna talk over too much, but go ahead.
Okay, let me finish, cause we can close it out.
Ain't no finish, brother, because I gotta close this thing out. Listen, I appreciate everybody for coming, man. Y'all come back tomorrow. We're gonna talk about culture versus
customs.
Customs. There we go. Thank you.
Can I come back tomorrow?
Culture. Come back tomorrow.
Hell no, you don't disrespect a black queen.
Baby.
And come back. You done for.
Y'all don't be too hard on Dig, man. Dig is not a tether, okay? He's not he may be from Nigeria, but he's not a tether. So cut him some slack. He's always bringing good conversation, and all we're doing is educating our brother, and this brother's going to go back and educate the people. So we got to make sure this is about education first, and people getting the tools and the information so they can take it back to them. Listen, 𝗔𝗯ance was right. Y'all got to learn from us. This is our country. This is our culture is the dominant culture. We are, when it comes to standing on business, we at the top of the food chain. When it comes to the diaspora that we don't even want to be in, but y'all to put us in,
We the top of the top. So if y'all want to get this game, if y'all want to get this black consciousness, this is where you come to learn it. You learn it from the new black media. You come to channels like mine. Y'all make sure y'all go definitely follow Afro Elite. That's another young brother that I appreciate. This brother standing on business. There's another brother named Adonis that's on YouTube. Y'all go check that brother out. That brother traveled around from country to country to country. And that brother loves to have conversations about foundational Black American and other people's culture. So y'all need to know that we are educating the world right now. And y'all need to get this real ism over here. We got the ism. We got the ism that everybody needs. And the only way we can unite is if it's on black consciousness. If you're not talking black consciousness, there is no use.
That's right.
If you're not bringing gold to the table,
is that
if you're not bringing gold, if you're not bringing resources to the table, we can't even. There's no benefit.
There's nothing to talk about.
So if y'all want to come to the table, bring that treaty, bring that gold, bring them resources, and then holla at us because we on code over here.
And don't forget your black consciousness.
Right, we're getting even stronger on code. The black consciousness is the only thing that we can unite behind. We can't unite behind nothing else. Because that colonizer mindset, we ain't got nothing for it. If you even agree 1% with the white supremacists, we can't talk. We can't agree. If you think that it was okay for what happened to Sandra Bland, if you're okay with what happened to Fidel Castillo, if you're okay with what happened with Daniel Penny, if you think Daniel Penny's a hero, if you think we don't need reparations, just quit because we're never going to unite behind that. If you think George Floyd passed away for some kind of fentanyl, just stop right there. We can never get on code with that. So with that being said, family, peace, love, reparations, and the block code.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
Peace too much. Peace, cousin.
All right.